Yo, yo, yo! What up, homie? What's going on, Jeez? What is happening out there? Let me see what's going on. 1 second. Let me just make sure we are live. Let me just make sure I'm having my nice cup of tea. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Good morning, good afternoon, evening for you guys as well. Woo! That tea is hitting. That Yorkshire tea is hitting like that. What up, Playboys? Hope you guys are doing good. What's up, Toolman? Sword Squatch, 9 Lives, Wiz, Rambo, Furious Gaming. What's going on, Playboys? Hope you guys are doing good, man. Hit that like button, homies. Just hit it. Let's have some fun, man. We got Gamescom, baby. We got Gamescom kicking off right now. Let me just make sure I can see everybody's chat. I'm doing okay, Blade. How about yourself? Nanpo, what's going on? Gambino! What's going on, Playboy? What up? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. What's going on, G? Shout out to you, Playboy, man. What's good, man? What have they mentioned? Disc. I don't know, bro, but this is going to be more interviews, bro. You know, I'm going to see how this goes. If the show pisses me off, I'll dip out and I'll come back for TTMS an hour or two later. But hope you guys are doing good, man. Doomslayer, what's going on, G? I'll tell you what. Some of these ponies that were Jeff Keighley. He found it hard to say exclusive. Gears of War exclusive. You know, shout out to Amit Kumar for selling the jewels. Who's hiding, Playboy? I've been doing okay, Toolman. Everything's been doing okay, bro. It's been okay, to be honest. Abadiyal, Israel, what's going on? Abadiyal? Obadiyal? I can't fucking say that. I need to figure that name out. I've heard it before. Obadiyal, Israel, what's going on, play? I really appreciate it. The jewels. Shout out to you. We are live right there. What's up? What's good? Let's see. Let me see. Yeah. Everything's looking Gucci. Yeah, it looks good. Never really know. So guess what? I'm having my afternoon tea ready. The homie Gambino selling 6767s. What the fuck does that mean? Tell me. What does it mean? 676767. Please tell me. Enlighten me. Your POSs. Just enlighten me. Please. Bobby Singh. What's going on? Pal Xbox. I don't know, you guys are pissing me off. I don't know what's going on. It's like, I don't know, the inside joke or some shit. That's what's pissing me off. I don't know the inside joke. Twunk, shout out to you, Playboy, for sending a. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You piece of shit. Twunk, you send a PlayStation controller. You POS. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. He sent a PlayStation controller. You POS. What's going on here? Oh, what's going on, bro? Shout out to you, bro. But why did they say it for? Do you know what I mean? What's going on, 9 Labs? I'm doing okay, bro. I'm having my afternoon tea. Hopefully the Gamescom will be better than last year. If it pisses me off, I'll cut it. I might cut it early. I don't know, bro, because I want to do TTMS and roast some ponies as well. Gotta love it. Twunk, I don't know if I gotta love it or not, bro, but come on. Find an Xbox control. Do some shit. A logo or something, Playboy. Something, please. What's going on? Mick Kamov, shout out to you for sending the jewels, the clock. Shout out to you, Playboy. Hope you guys are doing good. That wall, do you know what Jeff? What's going on, FarQ? What's going on, homie? Mamba, what's going on, G? What happened during yesterday's show? TTS cousin Raj, son Druggers, what's going on? Let me tell you something. What happened, Black Mamba? Jeff Keighley was forced to say Gears of War E-Day is an Xbox exclusive about 6 times. Or was it 5 times? I don't know. Some shit like that. That D&D game looked pretty good though. I like some of the elements of magic they were using in that game. So that was awesome, bro. Fuck you. Shout out to you, Playboy, man. Really appreciate it. The jewels. Yeah, it's like Asher goes, listen, here, punk. I'm giving you Gears of War E-Day. You make sure you can say Xbox exclusive. That's all it is. I believe the expansion will get Maurice branch. I believe an expansion will get announced. Now, let me tell you something. If they announce the PlayStation release date, they can kiss my ass. We ain't having that anymore. We ain't playing that shit anymore. Remember that shit. I don't want them to be there sitting down nice and cozy on them IKEA motherfucking stools and say, well, we got a surprise for you guys later this year. Blah, blah, blah. Kiss my ass if you do that shit. Do it elsewhere. Do it elsewhere. Punk. Honestly, Bamba, he said it about 5 times, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. Yeah, but shout out, let me remove that like button and stuff. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Man, bring it on, yeah. That's what's happening, Sean. I don't know what's happening, Playboy. Ponies call. Wait a minute. Ponies are calling Gears of War walk? Really? I'm not gonna lie. Maurice Branch, that story trailer got me a bit crazy. It turned me crazy, bro. Force, how you been, bro? How you been? Okay. Hope you well, G. Yeah, and do you know what it is? That woke shit. It's on a different level. You know, when it comes to stuff like that, just it's on a different level. That people playing to that shit. Karma God, apologize, Karma God, apologize. The way of the street corners. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that? The way of the street corners? Come on, we ain't doing that, Playboy. We ain't gonna be doing that. Come on. It's just like a prime. Like, there's so many. This could be movies, games. Like prime example. I know you're gonna say, "Oh, Sean's glazing the Odyssey," but do you remember how they were saying, "Oh, the Odyssey is gonna flop. It needs to do this. It needs to do that." Bro, it's breaking records and is the highest R-rated movie. Do you know what I mean? And they're like, "Oh no, this is bad. This is it's crazy, bro." They love jumping on that shit. I believe Nine Lives. This is like, uh, see, they need to go back to them showcases, man. They, I don't know, bro, man. Dreadful Sean, what's going on with the fire, Playboy? What if they announced the Forza Horizon PlayStation port, but it releases a couple of days before Wolverine? Broad of War before Fable, Forza Horizon 6 before Wolverine. I don't know, Play, but I personally think they should never announce it on their own show. Just make it a tweet or something, bro. Dreadful Sean. I get what you're trying to say. Go toe to toe. I love that shit. But don't do it at Gamescom. Do it in a tweet or some shit. If the game is still coming to the PlayStation 5, and we know a lot of Fable's gonna be launching basically same day as you know, Broad of War. You talking about that? But we'll see. But I would like Xbox to go back to having a showcase or something in the future. A mini, just like a mini showcase or something. I'm not sure. What's your take on it? Because do you remember when they used to do showcases and all that shit? Aries Mars, what's going on, Playboy? Shout out to you, man. I really appreciate it. What up, Sean? Someone tell Peelam Gears is only on Xbox, so he doesn't try to pre-order on his PlayStation. Piss. You know, Aries Mars, you may be right, because I remember he did that shit with Hogwarts Legacy. He got finessed. Instead of buying that game on Xbox, which is a fantastic game, Hogwarts Legacy is a really good game. We got to be careful out there. Aries Mars, we got to be careful. 100%. Shout out to you, bro. Vic Gambino with the 2 War of X-Men to Team X. Wolverine is the woke, not Gears. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Gambino's on that shit. The chat wants to jump on that shit. You know what they're like, the POS is. You know what they're like. I'm not gonna lie, that Gears campaign got me fucking hyped. And some of these homies are watching it. I mean, sorry, playing it right now. The POS is. So they managed to play what, the first 2 missions or something, I believe. So we see how that goes, man. But honestly, I think listen to me. Gears of War is going to be a benchmark. 100% is going to be a benchmark. Just in storytelling, kind of giving, like, I don't want to say it's like a soft reboot or something, but it's gonna be the shit. You know. Shout out to Bobby Singh. Hey yo, what's going on, player? But with the jewels. Shout out to you, player. Really appreciate it. Yeah, the show started in about 5-6 minutes. 5-6 minutes, and we'll go from there. You know, shout out to the 127. I know it's early for some of you guys in the States as well. So we'll see how this plays out. But I would love for them to go back to maybe some sort of event or something in the future. I would love to see something like that, honestly. That would be awesome. MD sending the jewel. Shout out to you, Playboy. Really appreciate it. Yeah, bro. We'll see how that goes. Raise Ultron, you never get your hands on my jewels. Hey, yo, Raise Ultron, go, Sean, you'll never get your hands on my jewels. You POS. You piece of shit. Come on, be safe, and the show will be running. So if you get time to hop in and talk that shit on me. Column Prime, yeah, be careful if you're driving or something. Just be very cautious. Yeah, the show's gonna start in about 4 minutes. So take it easy. POS, Razor Ultron, apologize with the jewels. Maurice Branch, you know what? I'm gonna talk about that on TTMS today, because I'm like what I'm seeing in the UK as well, guys. Since Xbox advertising whilst I'm driving my bus, which is quite unique. You know, I like seeing this shit, bro. So I want to talk about that on TTMS for sure. We see how that goes. Let's see where we at now. We are 6 minutes out. I was just saying 6 minutes, 3 minutes out. There we go. We'll be getting there. PAL Xbox, honestly, I want to talk about that, definitely. Column Prime, enjoy it, bro. Definitely. Have your earphones in and we'll have some fun. You know, but I hope to do show a bit more Gears of War. Fable as well. I'm not sure what Retro Rich. I'm not sure if they're gonna be announcing what kind. Maybe the expansion or maybe some updates or something. But I'm not sure, homie. But it's there. Shout out to the homie Karma God for hiding the jewels. Are you hiding the jewels? McVig, what up, player? What's good, G? Hope you well. The jewels. I don't see them showing anything new, but who knows? That team has been cooking, so you know they got Fable coming out, they got Forza updates as well. So that team has been on a mission. So it's awesome to see that. Yeah, today is more updates and maybe get more of an insight of some gameplay. So I wouldn't mind seeing that shit. You ain't lying about that, Magnum. You ain't lying about that. We're getting there. 1 minute left. Okay, we'll go in about 50 seconds. Justin Bay! What's up, homie? We'll see how this goes now. 1 second. We're there. Everything's looking good. Good. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, everything's looking good. It does show Fable lost the POS, man. This I don't want to be falling asleep. I don't reckon they're gonna do a hardware reveal, bro. Sean, did you get into the FanFest London? No, have the invites been out? Oh shit, it is what it is, bro. I'll check you out. Bro. I've not checked to be honest, but I've not received an email. Okay, let's see this shit. No, I've not received. I'll check you out in a bit, bro. It's fine. We don't get it. It happens, bro. What can we do? You know. Like I said, the Gamescom one, I had no chance of going. To be honest, there was something, well, family thing going on, still going on at the moment, but we'll see how that goes. But we're getting ready for the show, guys. So hit that like button and let's go for the homies. Yeah, 20 seconds. We need that, guys. We are zooming in. Crazy Taxi, Minecraft, Gears of War E-Day. Let's go, baby. Let's close it in, Playboys. Let's close it in. Exclusive. That's the type of shit I want moving forward. Let's go. Preston Wick, shout out to you, Playboy.
It's known as Cathedral City, the metropolis on the Rhine, or simply Cologne. But for the next 4 days, a Brit like me would say Cologne is the epicenter of gaming, as hundreds of thousands of developers, publishers, artists, and fans converge on this bustling German city.
Get that piss diver shit out of here.
Event in the world. And of course, Xbox is at the center of it all, as me and my fellow Xbox One cohorts catch up with some of the minds behind the games making headlines and wish lists. Plus, we've got some Xbox news coming up that you're not going to want to miss.
So keep it
here as we bring you wall-to-wall coverage of the must-play games, updates, and fan-favorite franchise coming to a PC, handheld, or Xbox console near you. Speaking of Xbox consoles,
Justin B, shout out to you, Playboy. Respect. Here we go again. Pre-order begins.
Back at the Xbox Showcase in June, one of the many cool things that we unveiled was the Xbox 25th Anniversary Collection, with a translucent green Xbox Series X and Xbox wireless controller. And this limited edition collection celebrates 25 years of Xbox. Time flies. But since then, I think it's fair to say that fans have been eager to learn how to get their hands on these. And today, we're excited to share more and also give you a closer look at what makes this collection so special. And joining me now are Scott Van Vliet, our Xbox Chief Technology Officer, and Carl Ledbetter, Head of Design for Xbox Devices.
I've seen
Welcome,
these guys before.
Welcome to Gamescom.
Henry, thank you for having us here, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. And Scott, in particular, welcome to Xbox, because you only just joined us a few months ago as our first ever CTO. Why don't you break down for us
Nice.
what
That's the
does a
Scott guy.
CTO
That's the guy.
actually
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, well, first, I've been a fan of Xbox since day one.
Okay.
Owned the original console.
Good.
Was an early beta tester of Xbox Live in 2002, and spent many hours getting kudos inside of Project Gotham Racing, getting my butt kicked and getting pwned in campaign or Combat Evolved, and playing games like Hunter: The Reckoning and all other types of games like
Nice.
Morrowind and others that spent countless hours playing on this device. So to be here as a CTO of Xbox is just an incredible honor and an incredible opportunity. Now, in that role, I'm really a maker, if you think about it. I started my career as a software engineer and a builder of devices, but really I'm focused on making and building great experiences for our players. And so that includes building the hardware that Xbox produces, as well as the software that runs on our devices, the developer ecosystem and the platforms that developers use to publish their games and their technology on our platform. So really kind of the end-to-end system that helps bring value to players.
Amazing, yeah. So very much a connective kind of tissue that.
Dig the
helps
OLED
all
with
the
the 5.
teams
For those
communicate
who
with
have
each
the
other and just
1K
deliver
Rogue
great
Ally,
games on
is
great
it worth
devices.
waiting
right.
for the OLED, or is
And
the current
Carl,
one
you've been
good
here
enough?
a little bit longer, right?
I'm not
I've been
sure
here a
about that, bro.
little
If,
while, yes.
if the
Yeah.
power all that
You come with
shit's
the
the
furniture
same,
now.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I need my own
For
anniversary
$300
edition. But,
extra.
I will say one of the things that,
I'm
you
not
know, having
sure.
been at Xbox since the beginning,
Let him know,
one of
guys.
the first products I worked on was the design of the controller S. And this was in response to the Duke. The Duke is awesome. I know many of you out there love the Duke. It's very endearing.
I got big hands, it's perfect for me.
Bingo. So the
Yeah.
first challenge we had was how do we get the controller to fit in more hands? So the response to that was designing the controller S. That's where I started.
I really love the fact that, because I remember when there was
controller
more
S,
deep dives on
who remembers
the
that shit?
Series X and S wireless controllers, that a lot was made of how much data was captured just to make sure that it fit even more hands. So
Right.
the fact that that's like a through thread since
Yeah.
the beginning of Xbox is
Yeah.
really cool to see, and something that's continually iterated on. That's awesome. Well, before we dive in and learn a bit more about this incredible collection, Scott, you've got something you wanted to share?
I do, Henry, and I'm really excited to share that starting tomorrow, our fans will be able to pre-order the 25th anniversary collection of our device.
Amazing. Let's go. Okay.
It
does look nice,
Very
the POS.
Very nice.
right.
But there's one more.
Well, there's
addition.
a little bit of additional details there. In
Yeah.
addition to the pre-order tomorrow, some of our most loyal fans would have already received an email this morning with early access to pre-order starting today.
Oh,
No,
nice.
Where was
Wow.
my email?
Yeah, you should check.
Oh, yeah, okay. Later. We'll do that later. That's amazing news. So check your emails as well at home. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones, but if not, check back with us tomorrow, and you can get your own one of these. Which, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Is there anything else as well that is particularly exciting about this collection for people
there's-
that are pre-ordering?
There's one more fact to share, Henry.
Ah.
In addition to the console and the controller being included in the collection, pre-orders will include a copy of Halo Campaign Evolved in the box.
Makes sense,
That's where it
though.
all began.
25
I
years.
love Halo. I love the controller too. Is it possible for someone to be able to purchase just the controller on its own?
Absolutely. Again, starting today, customers and our players can choose to pre-order that device, the 25th anniversary special edition controller, starting today.
Nice.
Nice.
I think I will have to, because I want a second one to go along with the console itself. Unbelievable. Okay, everybody clear your calendars for tomorrow to get your pre-orders locked in. You don't want to miss it. But why don't we talk a bit more about this just stunning hardware? Like, well done, guys, by the way. First, Scott, why don't you tell me a little bit about what were the inspirations behind the anniversary
Shout out to
collection?
Call Me with a 5.
Well,
the
there's a lot
fact
that went
that
into
Phil
design-
didn't have a
designing this box, and
CTO
actually,
and a
I'll hand it over to Carl, the
COO.
team who actually worked
It's
on it and
extremely
built it.
All right,
troubling.
thanks, Scott.
How do you run a company like
so
Xbox
we put a
without
lot
those
of-
senior
We
leaders
put our heart
shaking
and
my head?
soul into this design. I mean, going back 25
Yo,
years,
Carl,
it's a pretty
that's a
special
fucking
moment.
great question,
we
bro.
wanted to create a product that was reflective of the journey we've been on with players
That's a great
over the past
question.
2.5 decades. And so we started with the material. So
I guess that's changed
the
now anyway.
Xbox, the original Xbox limited edition console was in this exact same translucent green resin. And so we worked with the engineering team, we matched the resin, and we found a way to actually mold it on the console, the Series X25.
Look at that Master Chief. Look at that
And
shit,
we've never
bro.
done that before.
No
So we're
way.
kind of,
Cool.
you know, building
Yo,
new product muscle with this.
Just
this
having
one.
that,
So
that
it's an
shit, that shit
exact
looks
color
fire,
match.
bro.
It's
Look at
an
that.
exact match.
Wow.
And so we're really proud of being able to do that. There's also a number of Easter eggs on this product. I'm not going to give any of them away.
Come on.
Fine.
fine.
That's up for you at home to, once you get this, just explore. You'll find some really special things.
Eddie Keys.
But I will say for the people who are at Gamescom here, we have a special exploded view display of the Xbox Series X25. And on that one, you can see around the fan shroud, Master Chief's helmet. He's molded in.
It is
Special.
molded in, yeah.
Do not do this at home.
That's right. That's right. Do not
Take
explode
our
your
word for
device.
it.
Yeah,
It's definitely there.
Do not open the device.
Do not open the device. But for those of you at the show here, you can check it out. We also did a few other things. And so you'll see on the front of the console, it has the branding, the Xbox 25.
Yep.
On the controller, we also have that. We also did something that we've never done before. So I'm going to turn this on. And you'll see that the Xbox button, we lit up the X shape in green.
Nice.
So this is a true homage to the original branding for the Xbox. And that's just something that every time you turn on the console, is going to remind you of where we've come from
All began.
and the journey we've been on together. Can I talk a little bit about the controller?
Please do.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, the team just went all out. So, we
Right.
talked earlier about the controller S design.
So good.
How to make it more
It does look
comfortable.
nice, that controller,
Well,
though,
that
man.
was a lot of inspiration there.
That
So
black and
on the
green looks good.
controller, you'll see the ABXY colors are the same red, blue, green, and yellow. It has the branding, the Xbox 25. On the back, I don't know if you can see that. We have the original Xbox logo.
X logo, yeah.
Yeah, so that's printed on the back. And then for those of you who know, the controller S actually had the ABXY, but it had the C and Z buttons. They were white and black, and those later in life on the Xbox 360 became the bumpers. So what did we do? We made the bumpers in that same black and
That's
white.
It's like pulling on
Classy.
my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Like, literally
Yeah.
bringing me back 25 years.
It's awesome.
Oh,
That's
it's so wonderful.
cool.
So, that's just some of the design details that we did. We actually did one more thing.
Oh.
Oh, yeah?
Never before done. So this console, each one will be laser etched and numbered. Unique.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's sick. Oh my goodness. I can imagine already. People are going to be looking who got the 25.
That's
Who
right.
got the 117.
The 117.
That's right,
Yes. That's going to be
Yeah.
a real chase for collectors. I love it. Love serialized. And you've absolutely nailed the design. As someone who's been playing from the OG Xbox, I didn't have a translucent green one. I had the black one. So this is a nice chance for me to own something that's a piece of gaming history and also just looks so sick. So congrats, guys.
Yeah.
You've
You
really,
can't-
really done a
you
great
can't
job.
match
And if
Xbox
you are at
with the
Gamescom,
custom
definitely check
controllers
out the
and
exploded
consoles.
view.
Super cool.
I'm kind of intrigued if
Without
I
a
could get
shadow of
one
a
like
doubt.
that and then maybe just put it together myself because I'm a bit of a tinkerer sometimes, but yeah, I'll let you know. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here, guys. Thank you so much for sharing all those details about the Xbox Series X25 and, of course, the Xbox 25th anniversary controller as well. I'm not kidding. Get that reminder in your calendar so you don't miss the pre-order window. But hey, maybe check if you're one of our most loyal gamers and you got that early access
Yeah,
email
Code
as well.
Wine, I
But
want
coming
the-
up,
I want
the
the
Crazy
boobs.
Taxi World Tour continues with a jaunt through Germany unlike any other. But then we swap the pickaxe for a sword with an all-new game demo for Minecraft Dungeons 2. But Minecraft Dungeons 2 isn't the only big game coming to Xbox, with Gears of War E-Day, NBA 2K27, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6 all on the way. Xbox is truly the best place to play.
Yeah.
But first, you're a raccoon.
Rap it.
Leading a gang of trash pandas in all-out mischief and mayhem. Yeah, it's our first world premiere of the day. Enjoy.
You have to rep the brand. Talk about it. That was someone else. They say, oh, I can't wait to play on PlayStation or some shit. Oh shit, what is this? Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah. Go on, man. What up, G? What's going on, Nico? Oh man, let me just take a step back. Let me just relax for a second. I sense some shit. But this is some shit. What is going on, bro? Damn. Run! Run, motherfucker! MD with a 5, I'm afraid if enough of us buy it, they will definitely charge us over 1G for the next gen console. Yeah, you're right, ain't lying about that, bro. You're right about that. Oh shit, come on, Dirt. There's no need for that shit.
The land of enchantment. From the moment you land, you'll be met with breathtaking views, fairy tale vistas, modern amenities, and cities full of historical charm.
Crazy taxi.
And there's no better way to explore this vibrant land
Sly
than by
Cooper.
car. Experience historic villages, modern art, delicious sausages, fantasy
Oh.
castles, magical holiday markets, and pointier castles. The charm and atmosphere of the natural beauty is only beat by the colorful locals you'll run into along the way. These interactions can be quite magical. Naturally, no trip to Germany would be complete without a visit to the famous Autobahn. So, what are you waiting for? Explore Germany today. Auf Wiedersehen.
Sign up for the closed network test, guys. Woo! No logos,
Welcome
just Series
to the home
X and
of
PC.
Minecraft Dungeons
Uh.
2 at Gamescom, right here at the Xbox booth. It's a beautiful scene with the seasons changing as fans wait their turn to get hands-on with the demo. You can see the booth is celebrating the brand new
I like that
dimension
chain,
from
your
Minecraft
dirt
Dungeons
griggity.
2 that was
I
announced
like
last
that
week,
chain.
known only as the
Julio with the 10 jewels, the coin. Shout out to you, bro.
gameplay,
Respect.
and there's no waiting in line for you. Charlie's got the controllers warmed up and ready for a live playthrough.
Yo, that
with
Xbox
3
chain
of the
is
minds behind
calling
the
me
game.
out.
Charlie, take it away.
When it
Mamba will
when
find
it
out, bro.
premiered
Let's
back in
continue, bro.
2020, Minecraft
No
Dungeons
logo
was
so
called
far.
the perfect introduction to dungeon crawlers for beginners and a breezy adventure for veterans, and a great couch co-op too. So here to bring us the next chapter in Minecraft Dungeons, please welcome Minecraft Dungeons 2 creative director Mons Olsen, executive producer Andreas Skoglund, and production director Nathan Rose. It's lovely to have you here, guys. Collectively, how are we doing? Thumbs up?
Doing
Great.
so good.
Thank
Really
you.
good. Yeah.
Thanks
It's
for having us.
Amazing.
That
Right,
pendant
so,
is fire.
Mons, I'm gonna come
They
to
all
you
got
first.
look
I'll
at
ask
this
you
shit, guys.
potentially
Sorry,
the most important question of the whole
they
day,
all
okay?
got Xbox shit
What
on.
kind of game is Minecraft
Xbox
Dungeons 2?
logos. Look at the
And
chain.
how does it build upon the world of Minecraft?
Okay,
Look at the
so
Xbox
Minecraft
team.
Dungeons 2 is an action
Rep
RPG
your
set in the
motherfucking
world
brand,
of Minecraft.
bitch.
You fight
No, I'm not calling
familiar
these
enemies
lot
and new
shame.
enemies. You
You know, the
collect lots of
previous
treasure,
regime,
and you can do
a
all
bunch
of
of
that together.
bitches.
So you play
Rep your
up
brand.
to 4 players, either in couch co-op or online play, or just mix the two together.
And co-op's a huge element of the
It really
title, right?
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
amazing. And we're seeing such amazing footage here that we've seen already, but one of the things I really want
I
to
want
dive
the
into, because
Xbox,
we have a lot demo today, how very
host
exciting,
to have
is the
the
character
Xbox pendant set,
customization,
the
because
gold
this has
chain, whatever you
evolved
wanna
quite a
call it.
bit since the previous title, right?
Yeah, so we're seeing the new inventory here. There's a few things that we have done to it. The armor slot has been split up into 1 from the first game, into 4 slots.
Love
Helmet,
that. Yeah,
chestplate,
Lana, but that
rings,
Duke
and boots
Togo.
to
Just
match
like Minecraft?
regular Minecraft.
Yeah. And just
The
more
jewels.
loot
They
gubbins
love
to
the
pick up.
Exactly.
In Duke Togo, they love the
More
jewels.
ways to customize.
The PlayStation
Exactly.
We've
jewels.
added a new item slot called talismans. And talismans give you passive bonuses that specialize
Nice,
you in
Black
a particular
Running. Did
playstyle.
you get
so
the
if you
email?
want to customize your playstyle, you equip these. You see that some of these have
You ready? You
experience
see
if
this
you go up
shit?
to one of the equipped ones.
You see
They
Asha
level up with
energy?
you. So as you play the game,
Making these guys wear
Okay.
gold
as you
chains,
invest more time
chain
into
and
it,
all
these
that shit.
talismans upgrade and become stronger.
No, she's not my type.
And for
Even
example,
I met
there's
her
the
though.
Tasty Bone, which
I
gives
met her at
you
FanFest.
a wolf companion that fights alongside
Good,
you.
he's back. I'm very happy. And you can switch these
I
in
didn't
and
get a
out
picture
to match
though.
your
I
got a
playstyle,
picture
yeah?
off of
Yeah,
her, I
that's
didn't get a
huge
picture with
emphasis for
it.
you guys is, yeah, again, when you go in to choose a character, you choose the design of the character rather than a class type that you would
Exactly.
choose.
We have
Yeah.
this idea that you are what you wear.
Oh, I love that, Mons. That's
yeah.
beautiful.
She has
Nathan is
she
going
looks
to
like
go
she's lost a
upgrade
bit of
some of
weight
his
as
loot
well.
at the blacksmith. Some of these have slightly lower item power, so if you just want to bring them up.
Beef them up a bit.
And at the blacksmith, you can also like the gear spawns with random effects, and you can swap those out as you like.
Okay.
So you can spend this special currency called the Echo Shards to re-roll your effects that you have on your gear to specialize your character.
So you can still grind for like the legendary style, like the look of the loot that you want,
Sure.
but then you can come back here and refine it with this additional currency.
right, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
I
So
agree
what are
with
we
you,
going for
Spooky.
here?
I
What's
think that's
the
going to
options?
continue, Playboy.
Oh, I think
In this
we
show
have
as
a build
well.
that has a little bit of everything set up.
Okay.
Okay. You. So the melee weapon here is unique. It's a very powerful item that has additional like melee boosts of different kinds. You have a set of feet that buff
Talk that
like
shit to you, Walker.
companions, so things
Okay.
like the wolf.
Talk that
Yeah.
shit.
Do you want to go look at some enchantments, Nathan?
Ooh,
Yes.
yes, definitely. So talk us through the enchantments. If there's anyone who hasn't played the first one, how does that work in the world of Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons?
Right. So to further specialize your gear, you can put enchantments on it. So you collect enchantment books out in the world. This is a change from the first game,
Of course, yeah.
where you had enchantments built into your gear, and now instead.
I agree, Ariman. She
you
did. She
collect
was
these
rapping.
books and you can apply
But
them.
I'm
as
saying
many
in the
times as you like to
last
whatever
year
gear
or
that
so,
you
bro.
like. So
You know
wonderful.
what
Nathan,
what was
take your
happening.
pick.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Inner Mines on my main hand weapon.
And what does that do? Weapon
Just keep
attacks
repping
deploy
Xbox
2
brand. Don't-
mines
don't
that
need to
explode
mention
in
nobody
proximity.
else's
Ooh,
fucking
that does
brand.
sound very good. Great ag control on that.
And so now, whenever he does jump attacks, also new to the game,
Ooh, okay.
or combo attacks, swing multiple times,
Ooh, that looks awesome.
then you'll see these elements pop up.
And as a personal favorite, I could also see on the bar at the bottom that the firework arrows are back, right?
They are indeed.
They are my favorite thing. So I played this game obsessively with my family. It was the first game really that my daughter got into. With the couch co-op really came to us here. We even gave it a nickname. If you guys are interested in hearing a little,
Please.
maybe what you can rebrand it. We called it Minicraft Dungeons.
Oh.
Let me know if it
I love
sticks in
that.
the office.
No, it's
I
good,
imagine
it's good,
it
it's good,
doesn't.
it's good.
But
We
yeah,
love that.
I
I
absolutely
did play
loved it.
Minecraft
And,
Dungeon 1. I
Should we
think
head out
Yeah.
to
Me
the
and
world
homie
and
did.
get a
If you
few
can
more
make
Played
players
it, I
in?
think so.
All right,
Play
let's
it.
join.
Yeah, we had a bit of fun with it.
So we're gonna travel to an outpost in the forest area here, and then
I'll start. I'm gonna choose this guy.
Beautiful. Okay, and me.
Charlie.
Here we go. I'm going to go for you. Lovely.
and I'm going to pick a character as well.
Beautiful. And here we go. Very quickly, that map was an interesting thing. Instead of going onto a specific place, the table, choosing a mission,
Freddy
and
Fox
moving
with
over,
the 2
this
just got an
interconnected
email
world is
about a
brand new,
25th
right?
anniversary
Right.
pre-order. Woo!
Yeah,
Yeah,
Talk
Andreas,
that
did you
shit.
want to talk us through any of the other new elements
It,
that are coming
does
along?
play like Diablo,
Uh,
yeah.
Sure. So what we did is
If
that
the
we took
gameplay
the
played- it
original
plays really
Dungeons
good.
1
The
and we
gameplay's
listened a
pretty
lot
good,
to
though.
the community, what they loved
The
about
time I
it.
played the first
And
one.
we smacked the big old layer of freedom on top of it.
Love that.
So we want for Dungeons 2 that players have the freedom to play the game they want to. So Mons talked about, you are what you wear. So depending on how you equip, you can play the
The
game you
homies
want
are
to.
getting emails.
Oh, my loot's in the sea. I'll get that later.
And also you
Well,
have
let me
the,
check my email out,
freedom
1
to
second. Let me
explore.
check my email
Okay.
out.
Our world is a big interconnected world, so outside of the core quest line, you can do a lot of things in procedural generated dungeons and whatnot. And lastly, we also want dungeons to be, you have the freedom to play it
No.
with your friends the way you want to. So we put a lot of emphasis on building out our co-op feature set.
Absolutely.
check
I mean,
my
you had
junk
such
mail
a
out.
huge community that came along. I'm going to nick that TNT, by the way. From the first game, millions and multi-millions
Nope.
of people played. So
Nothing,
what was
guys.
it like to build upon that foundation when it came to the sequel?
Well, the beautiful thing
No,
about working
I'm
on
not
a
receiving
sequel
nothing.
is that you can listen into what the players love about the original and use that as a guiding
Yep,
star
no.
when you build a game. So
Just you
really,
guys, that's it.
we wanted to tap into all of those things.
Is there one feature in particular that fans were really, really
I mean,
wanted the
Mons
most?
mentioned it. We
Oh,
jumping
dear.
is a big one.
I've got you. Someone
But
protect
all in
me.
all, we
Thank
really
you.
want the game to be approachable for new players to the sub Minecraft genre here, but also have a lot of depth to returning players.
We have actually the mini inventory that we could show off,
The
which
mini
is
inventory.
Oh, look at that!
so in the
Hold on, what do I press to get that?
the D-pad up button.
The D-pad up.
Yeah, so in the first game, you had to inventory management.
You had to
like,
take
Yeah,
it
I'm
in
not
turns,
received the email,
yeah.
guys.
and that was some feedback from the community that we really took to heart. Now we have this mini inventory so everyone can manage the gear at the same time.
Oh,
I don't think I pre-ordered. No, I'm not. I'm talking about
as to who got to go first to look through the loot after a fight. That's incredible.
But I don't think I put the pre-order in
We
for
also
that
have this
shit though.
guiding line. If you're ever lost in the world, you can just
Did you have
Love
to? Did
that.
you have to
Press the
sign up
button
for that
here.
Really
shit?
know where to
accessible.
go. Yeah.
So we're gonna go over to. Oh,
Gotta be
Oh,
more
no.
loyal.
Oh,
Come on.
that was me.
No.
okay.
Oh,
Well, that's
Oh.
another fan favorite.
it's usually a Mons move.
And another improvement in this game is if multiple people revive at once, you revive faster. So that
Oh,
was something
amazing.
we were doing there.
That's really cool. I also wanted to ask as
Well,
well.
the
So I'm
players
looking at what
talk
I've
that
got to put
shit.
down here. What's this candle?
That's the creeper candle.
The creeper candle.
So, like a
Good
creeper,
shit,
it explodes.
Nat
You put
one.
it down, and then after a little while, it explodes and it takes a bunch of enemies with it.
Okay, perfect. Right, I'm going to test that up on the next adventure that we have. In fact, I'll tell you what. While I'm waiting for some poor innocent fool to put my creeper candle on, let's talk a little bit more about discovery and exploration and what makes this game as fantastic as it does. What's it like to expand this world even further for fans, Mons?
So we just walked past this doorway. We didn't enter it, but that leads to a randomly generated dungeon.
Oh, okay.
And so you can enter those to find special currency, these
Timper,
echo
come
shards
on,
that we
bro.
use for enchanting and for upgrading
Yep.
the merchants in town. You can also get that currency by defeating soul corrupted mobs,
Okay.
one of which we see up here.
Oh, it's this guy.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
so
definitely
that's an
dropping a candle there. Watch out, lads.
Extra tough
Ah.
enemy, but once we get it, we should be seeing
Nice.
some of the special currency pop up.
Oh,
and
well done, you
we're all
dings.
collecting it.
Great work. This is wonderful.
Okay, and so we're just gonna walk up this tower and find the.
It's a good possibility that Dirt Pony bot him
Who's going to be up here?
Well,
messed my chances.
see.
up.
Okay, all right then. Nathan, I wanted to ask you about the evolved co-op experience as well. We've spoke about it a little bit, and obviously we can see it on display here, but we mentioned it at the top. Co-op is such an integral experience to Minecraft Dungeons 2. Can you speak a little bit more about what that's like to bring it together and what it
Telka,
means for the
what's up?
title?
Yeah, absolutely. A big change that was made between Dungeons and Dungeons 2 around Couch
Xbox
Co-op
and
is the
Mike, yeah,
ability to
yeah.
join a online multiplayer game within a Couch Co-op group. So say if you're at home
okay.
playing with your family and you have an open spot for another player, you can matchmake and grab another player from the internet to join your Couch Co-op
Oh,
party.
wonderful.
It was
oh,
a
that's
big
brilliant.
change that was really necessary and something that our fans have been asking for.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, kill all them idiots. All right. Oh, this looks like what? Oh, the weather's not good either.
No.
Oh, dear.
Well, I think we have one of those infamous demo bugs here, but
Oh, no.
this is supposed to be a big boss fight.
And you've robbed me from it. That's fine. I will
Yeah.
have to wait and see
MD
it when
with
it
the
comes
two
out.
send the
Nathan, do you wanna
Xbox
take us to the forest?
McDonald's
We can play
commercial.
some of the
I'm going to
forest.
talk about that
Ooh,
TTMS,
yeah,
bro.
absolutely. So, yeah, let's talk a little bit about how we're going to get to the forest, the map, the world, how it all connects together while we're setting that up, please, Mons. This
Right.
stunning, by
Shout
the
out
way.
to you. I'm going to talk about that today
Yeah, so
on
we have this lovely
TTMS.
map.
About the UK stuff
There
as well.
is things to do all over it. As you can see, there's like little indicators of side quests.
Okay. In fact, actually, I think I've just been told that we can't see it here, but everyone, there we go. We do have a clip. We had a
Oh,
little
nice.
practice on the boss fight. So actually, we
There
can
he
just
is.
talk
Let's
over
look
the
at that.
footage
Oh,
and
nice.
how good I am. I don't think, yeah. So talk us through. Who are we seeing here?
Right, so this is the Copper Monstrosity. It's a really big boss fight that
At least we know that was a
you
live
encounter
gameplay
as part of
demo.
the
Do you know
story.
what I mean? A
you're
proper
looking
one.
for
Not some
somebody
fake ass
else,
shit.
somebody called the Supreme Evoker.
Okay.
But actually, as you get here, you instead encounter this giant monstrosity to fight. And it's actually quite a challenging fight. This video is making it look easy.
Because we're so good, right?
But yeah, like it takes a beating.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great fight. It was really, really fun.
Yeah.
And I felt like everyone, you're missing out. We
Couple
had some great
stopper.
call-outs as well. Everyone looking after each other. I've thrown the TNT and everything. So again, the co-op comes perfectly into there. So do we want to touch on where we've landed here? So back into the regular, or are we gonna? Let's have a look at where this goes. Actually, this was really interesting when we.
I think
when
it's
we
an
looked at
interesting
this.
cutscene too.
Yeah, talk to us about what we're about to see then.
Right, so this is right after the fight.
Julio with the
And
6.
We're
Choo!
seeing some
Shout
of
out to
that
you,
quirky
Playboy.
Minecraft humor in this cutscene.
Yes, love that. I'm so glad you've kept that in.
Yeah,
Freddie Fox, 'cause I
we're
just
picking up
pre-ordered
a
my
note slot,
shit.
which is important to the
Talk
story.
that shit, Playboy with the 2.
We'll go
I
into
like
more
it, bro.
details
It
on
does
that
look
later,
nice, though,
but
Freddie Fox.
as you can see, it's that easy to just
Justin Bieber, oh, good shit, guys.
Laughing
Talk
at
that
him
shit,
in the
homies.
background.
Is there any symbolism with the music box?
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get into it at a future
Okay.
date.
All right then. Well, on that note,
R&B! What up, Playboy?
Launch next month. It's not that far off,
Yeah,
guys. So
it's
we're
gonna be
excited. Are there any
just
last
like
thoughts you want to
interviewers
share with
with the
players before we
gameplay.
wrap up?
I mean, saying we're only 1 month out, I think this is a brilliant time to also pre-order our game.
How
As
you
it
been,
comes
R&B?
with
You been
a lot
okay?
of really nice, items you get with pre-order. I mean, look at this cape.
Cape is beautiful.
Look at
Yeah.
the chicken.
Look at the chicken.
Yeah.
That's the Soul Chicken Pet.
Oh, I love them. Oh, so sweet. So this comes as part of the pre-order bonus, as you
Yes.
say. Yeah.
So pre-order now, get these things, and we'll see you all in a month.
I'll
Yeah.
meet you in the interconnect
Absolutely.
as
Yeah.
well. I'll be
Weeks,
jumping
baby.
in all your lobbies. Well,
Great.
thank you so much for joining me today, guys. This was absolutely fantastic. Good luck with the rest of Gamescom as well.
You haven't missed
and yeah,
shit.
thanks again for walking us through this demo experience. But coming up, it's the day that changed everything. The most important event in all of Gears of War lore, and we're not just talking about the long-awaited reunion of Marcus and Dom. We've got the latest on the campaign and what Gears fans should look out for when Gears of War E-Day drops later this year. But first, let's keep the party going with another
That's
world
good,
premiere.
bro. Are you still chasing them BBWs, player?
What it is to behold the world's ending. To know the hour, the blood, the flame. I do.
Odin is waiting in Asgard.
You
It looks
shall
like
be my
R&B.
final wager. To save the
Who
nine
knows?
realms. Wield the
I'm not sure if
powers
the game
of
was
the
got shown
gods.
though. Oh shit, this is God of War. Oh shit.
Twist fate with the throw of your dice. You are the last vanguard against Ragnarok. The defenders of... Huh? Oh, it's hard to do it alone? Then rise in Valhalla. Gather your brethren and fight
I've seen some shit. bro.
together.
I've seen some shit.
Show the spawn of Loki why. You
Loki?
never bet against the gods.
No logos, baby. Series X on PC. Talk that shit.
Well, it's a big year for Xbox, and we've got a lot going on here at Gamescom. We're celebrating 25 years of gaming, which is apt as we've got 25 games on the show floor here and more than 40 games in this show for all of you at home to enjoy. We got hands-on gameplay and looks at some of the most iconic franchises in entertainment. And here with me today is Xbox's expert on the next generation of new tech. Now, I think I prefer him by his other title, Master of Beards.
Let's go,
None
baby.
other than Jason Ronald himself. Welcome, Jason. How are you?
I'm great, and I'm so excited to be here at Gamescom. Thank you so much for having me.
No, of course. You've been to quite a few now. Is this number 10, right, for you?
Yeah, I love coming to Europe, and not only is it Europe, but Germany is so important to everything that we do. And so, it's, as you said, it's a really exciting year here for
MD with
Gamescom,
the
and we have so much
gold
going on.
coin.
Last night
Choo!
at Opening Night Live, we showed a new set of footage for Gears of War, which I'm super excited to play in October. We announced our partnership with CD Projekt Red to bring The Witcher 3 to Battle.net. But ultimately, for me, the thing that makes Gamescom so special is just the fans and the community. This is what has made Xbox special, and just to be here in Germany to celebrate with the community and all of these great creators, it's just such a great time to be at Xbox.
You're so right. We've got a lot to celebrate tonight at FanFest as well. Looking forward to that.
Exactly. FanFest is one of my favorite things to do. It started here in Cologne, and it's just going to be great to spend time with the fans tonight.
100%. Can't wait. Now, speaking of the fans and also the community, there's a lot of players that take obviously great pride in their gaming collection, especially here in Europe. We know that Xbox players have stacks of physical games. I like to organize mine alphabetically and have a couple of collector's edition Doom Slayer and Master Chief looking down, guarding all my precious loot.
Yep.
But there has been a lot of conversation lately around ownership and also rights to the
Oh,
games
yeah?
that you buy.
Oh,
so
shit.
Jason, what do you make of it all?
Yeah, very similar to you. Like, I have a large physical collection. I have my own collector statues.
Heck yeah.
So today we're announcing we're bringing a new feature to bring all of the benefits and the flexibility of digital to players who have physical games. Because players have built their libraries of games with Xbox over the last 25 years. Many players, some have bought physical discs,
It's
some
about
have
to go
bought their
down.
games digitally, and many of these games work across multiple generations. And even as technology changes and formats change, your library shouldn't. You know, we have so many special memories tied into our libraries, you know, the moments you've played with your friends, and we want to be able to bring those forward. And that's really about our commitment to game preservation.
I mean, that sounds great. I really love the idea of your libraries moving forward with us, but can you maybe walk me through it a little bit? So again, I've got a physical game copy on my shelf at home. What do I actually do with it?
Yeah, it's really, really simple. So most Xbox One and Xbox Series X titles support this. So all you have to do is just put the disc into your console. You'll be prompted to redeem a digital license, and that digital license will be tied to your account. And so now you get all of the benefits of digital. So you don't have to put the disc into your console to play the game. If the game supports Xbox Play Anywhere, you can easily play it across multiple screens. And you can even do things like cloud streaming, which you never were able to do previously from a physical disc.
There we are, people.
I mean, that sounds sick and also really straightforward. You mentioned just then about supported titles.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so we're launching with support for thousands of games, and we'll add more over time. And this is part of why we're launching it with the Xbox Insider, so that we can start collecting feedback, and you'll see improvements over time. But this is really just, when you think about working with thousands of games across 25 years of Xbox, very similar to how we brought the original Xbox games to PC. We're just really focused on giving you more flexibility and giving you more ways to play the games that you've bought from Xbox over many years.
Awesome. Sounds like a lot of ways to play. And with this new feature, nothing's being taken away here, right?
No, not at all. Your physical discs continue to work as they always have. You can display them with your collector's editions and just celebrate your collection. And it's really about adding more flexibility and providing more choice for you as a player.
I mean, I love that. You mentioned having a collection that spans loads of years. I know for sure I've got a game or quite a few that I would never ever want to get rid of. And as we approach Xbox's 25th anniversary, what are you hoping that players take away from this?
Yeah, for 25 years, players have invested in Xbox, and the players have really been what have made Xbox special. And so we're really focused on how do we honor that as we think about the next 25 years of Xbox.
Next
and
25
so we
years,
just really
bitch.
view this as another step in making sure that your library is protected. It can move forward with you as technologies and formats change. And we're going to continue to invest in game preservation and adding new capabilities just to make sure that your library continues to get better as technology evolves.
Oh my gosh, sounds awesome and also very exciting as well. Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining us and sharing that with us today. And for Xbox Insiders, this feature begins rolling out next week on August 31st.
So next week,
with
guys.
more details available on Xbox Wire. Coming up, it's the first emergence of the Horde as we catch up on the latest from Gears of War E-Day with the team
Let's
from the
get it.
Coalition. But first, it's time to sharpen your swords and brush up on your knowledge of ancient China. Queer Wins Me, an open-world action RPG, is sporting a new expansion
75
sure
bit.
to delight
It'll be
fans everywhere.
75.
So take a look.
The black gold is in there.
Let's go. At last, I've got you.
It seems those fools let you slip away. Last time you had a drunk. This time a cripple.
Last time, you ambushed us. We were outnumbered. Today, we set the trap. Knowing that the Lodestar Swordmaster wanted the black gold.
What is this?
How could I not be ready? Ever since that day, my only goal has been to find you. And to kill you myself!
After all this time, you've still learned nothing. Serving yourself up like this, in
Where
a tragic
win meat?
waste
Is this what it's called?
of poor Han's sacrifice.
Oh, we're going straight to gameplay, playboys. All right. Okay, slowing down time. Okay. Doesn't look like he's running the smoothest. Yo, what the fuck is going on with this game? Hey yo, hey yo. Damn, calm down, woman. Woman, calm down. How many counters was that? Like 20? So this is some freaky Jason shit this is. This is some crazy shit.
Skyward City is moving. Artificers, what do you want?
Huh?
I see now. That old rat played me. Used me as a pawn.
You won't get away!
Where wind meets.
If we take flight, the black gold will destroy the city.
Oh, 100 million worldwide players. Damn!
Gears of War fans
I met
have been
this guy,
eagerly
Benny.
anticipating Gears of War E-Day since it was announced in 2024. And here to chat a little
I'm
bit
just a
about
bit tired,
everything they've got
dude,
going
bro.
on at Gamescom this week,
That's all.
from the Coalition, please welcome Studio Creative Director Matt Cersei and Studio Art Director Arian Hambeck. Guys, welcome. Thanks for coming and joining us.
Thank you. Our pleasure.
Now, you obviously
Easy
had
day, baby.
Opening Night Live last night, had an incredible story trailer. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that story trailer, obviously, when we craft trailers, it's a bit of a love letter to the game, to the fans. And with that story trailer, we really wanted to show off some new elements from the campaign we haven't been able to share yet. Obviously, Vrak at the beginning. But also, our story is about, the origin story of Dom and Marcus from Bravo Squad. But there's so many more characters in our story, and they all have character arcs as well. So we got to show a bunch of people that are there fighting alongside you in E-Day.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned Vrak, right? Can you tell us a little bit about him? Because he looks mean.
Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah. So Vrak is a Locust commander, in the Locust army. If you look closely, you can see that, he's
enemy
got a
looks
lot
bad
of
boy,
shit
though.
going on his face.
Look at this
He's
shit.
missing
Burning
an eye.
the
He's got
dude.
burns on
Burning
his arm.
the guy's face.
So all that happened during the Lambent Wars. So he's seasoned. He has kind of a private army that follows him around called the Scorched Legion.
Yeah.
So they're, into self-mutilation. There's lots of really dark, kind of nasty stuff that they do to themselves and to the citizens of Sarah. And I think overall, Vrak just represents...
No logos, that's right,
he's like the
Playboy.
personification of the brutality
heard?
and the actions that they do. They just want to kill everything they see, including the squad.
Yeah, honestly, when he was just pouring that emulsion over people, I'm just there like, that's horrible.
Yeah.
But also, some of the weaponry and stuff that comes from that squad looks so fun to use.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, campaign is a huge focus here at Gamescom. We've got it on the booth over here. Can you tell us a little bit about what people are going to be able to play when they come and play on the booth?
Yeah, for sure. So we have a little bit of
No
our
problem, Force.
beginning of Act 2. So it kind of starts the morning after E-Day.
Everybody's
the squad
playing the
just come
campaign with
together,
POSs.
armored up, and they get sent on their first mission. So we get to play a bit of that. It's got this
Minecraft is
classical
gone.
kind of gears. You're supporting another squad, going toe-to-toe with the Locust. And it's actually a subsection of the campaign preview that we just got to see get released online.
Act
a bunch
2,
of
Chapter 1.
video and press coverage of that came out, which is a little bit larger. That goes a little bit past what we've got on the show floor, but everybody here gets to get their hands on it. They get to hang out with the squad and some fun new characters as well.
I actually had a lot of fun this morning watching people like Shadows and Hollow who were playing early, and I was like, it
Man,
looks
look at the detail in
so,
this game, bro.
so good. But all through the background of this mission, we can see a lot of the kind of details of the city of Kelowna. Can you tell us a bit about what people are going to be able to see around the world to kind of really help build that environment?
Yeah, absolutely. So for the first time ever, you're playing a Gears game in a city that is alive.
Yeah.
Every other game has been destroyed. Everything's been destroyed. So that provides some really interesting opportunities and challenges. We really need to think about what was happening in the place when this event happened and life just got suspended, in one shot. So I think fans, when they play the game, they're going to be able to there's lots of storytelling, from something simple as a piece of paper on the ground, what's written on it, to there's a meal that someone was eating when the Locust came out of the ground, to more complex set pieces where there's a bunch of dead bodies and maybe they got dragged somewhere. So I think, it does pay to slow down just a little bit while you're playing the game and look around and just really take in all the detail that we've really loved putting into the game.
You can also see in
Here we
shots
go,
like
baby.
that where you get glimpses of this
Let's
whole
get in
city,
there.
which we built. We built the whole city, which is really cool. And there's this battle going on everywhere, right? So you see helicopters go by, you crisscross with other
Yeah.
squads, which is what's happening in
Climb
this
up,
mission.
jump around.
Just this kind of vibe that there's always a battle sort of raging across the city, and you're just weaving your way through it.
Yeah.
I think also one of the things we do have to touch on, and you'll see this throughout the gameplay you're watching, it's like the destructible environment. It looks incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
look at
sure.
that shit.
I mean, Gears has always had destructible cover in it. We've taken it to a few different steps here. You know, you see some larger buildings come down at different moments in the game, just to make you constantly realize that not only is the immediate area around you, having a battle in it, but the entire city. Whether it's a block away, you can hear gunfire, you see a
bitch.
building come down, you see a little block of a street go down. It's all happening live as you play the game.
Now, everything we're watching right now is single player, but Gears fans always want to know about co-op.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, of course. So co-op is near and dear to our hearts. I think it's one of the
bitch.
unique things that Gears has sort of woven into every part of it. You know, our story is about squads overcoming overcoming the odds together. We've got modes like Horde Siege that are about multiple squads of 4 coming together. Of course, we've got PvP, which is 4v4.
The movement
So
looks
campaign's
really
got
good,
4-player online co-op,
amazing,
2-player split screen on console. All 4
Climb
players
up,
in the squad are playable, all 4 characters. And I think it's one of those games that it plays great on its own, but it just sort of comes to life when you're there with a friend. You know,
that's it.
Your ride or die
Come on,
buddy,
Marcus.
like Marcus and Dom. A lot of our mechanics sort of come to life a little bit more in terms of our enemies, obviously DB&O and a bunch of other stuff. It's a great experience.
Yeah, you see it a few times, like if you get downs, like Dom coming to save you and stuff like that.
Yeah, different kinds of it, right? We have the rusher enemy that'll pin you, and he'll be on top of you so your buddy can come and stab him in the neck, or if you're playing with someone real, they can shoot him from far away. There's all sorts of examples like that.
Yeah, I'm so excited to hop on with the rest of the Xbox One team. There's all 4 of us kind of flying our way through. It's going to be a lot of fun. But one of the other things in what I really like about Gears is there are multiple ways that you can approach scenarios. Like this is a bit more of a linear mission that you said in the past. But what ways are people going to be able to approach different situations they're going to come across?
Yeah, so this is definitely a little bit more of a linear mission, but even within this mission on this bridge, you know, we've added a bunch of verticality to the game. It opens new flanking routes, you can climb up cars and trucks. And then this mission specifically, the beginning of Act 2, is sort of leads into this other part of Act 2 on the other side of the stadium that you catch a glimpse of in our campaign preview, where the world opens up a little bit. We give you access to multiple city blocks. There's a bunch of battles, like I said, going on different corners. You're always on your main objective. And we
These
also
little movements
add
have made a
some new
big
mechanics
difference,
to the
bro.
campaign. So we have our weapon mod system that people got to see in Horde Siege, and that actually gets introduced as you play through the campaign. You get to find new mods and craft your own weapons and really invest in the gameplay sandbox.
Yeah, now this is actually something I got really excited about when I was watching through the gameplay earlier as well, is what kind of mods are people going to be able to get their hands on, and how is that going to impact the weapons that they're using?
Well, it's a variety of mods, and some of them do little tweaks to the weapons. You know, they change the clip size or your range, so you can just tweak it to your preference. But some of them are full-on attachments, you can take an Asher and slap a bayonet on it.
Yeah, so it's been really fun exploring, you know, when you use an attachment. Some of them have visual representations on the gun, some of them don't, but you end up seeing people with different attachments. The guns can take a little bit more personality, and you start to understand how people like to play and what they like to do with their guns.
Yeah, I also like it goes for the gear as well, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how are people going to be able to find those kind of mods to upgrade their equipment?
In the campaign, that's where the open sections really sort of come to life. There's a variety of ways you can get it. It pays to explore this game. You know, Arian was talking about there's a ton of environmental storytelling, but we've also hidden stuff around the world, collectibles, mods. We also have side objectives in some of our campaign missions where you can stop to help somebody optionally, another set of gears, some people that are trapped, and you get rewards for those as well. So it's really up to you. If you want to mainline it and do the main objectives, that's cool. You'll find some mods. If you want to fully explore the game, you'll find even more and even more narrative tidbits.
I'm really excited for that because you can just spend that extra time discovering the world if you want to.
There's good surprises out there.
I'm looking forward to finding it. Now, we've just had our first look at the Boomer, and he is way bigger than people may be used to.
Yeah, he's massive. There's actually a Boomer on the show floor
He's
here
right
that people are taking pictures with, and he's standing next to him. So in the game, the Boomer's 9 feet tall. This is quite a bit bigger than the Boomer's traditionally been in Gears. This goes back to this idea where we wanted to take the things people remember.
You guys
and
give it a
amplify them little
5-2.
bit.
Yeah. Shout out to you,
And then
Playboy.
it also introduces fun ways for him to enter the battlefield. There you can see he breaks through this big truck, this tanker trailer that causes a bunch of fire and
Yo,
explosion.
that guy's taking a
He also
beating.
doesn't fit through doorways. So if he's coming through a traditional door, he has to bust his way through.
Oh my!
So that just makes it a little more exciting when he makes an entrance.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm fine. He's 9 foot. He can't get through here, and he just smashes it through.
Too late, man. Yeah.
No, I've got to say his weapon as well, because we all know the boom shot.
Yeah.
Right. This is like even bigger.
It's a bigger boom shot. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it does look
like
bigger.
the
Cold.
Locust, when we were going back and looking at revisiting old weapons, we always wanted to see if there was something else we could do. So we've got like the prototype Lancer, we've got the heavy boom shot. Means you're really committing to carrying a rocket launcher around instead of just something in your back. It's also opened up opportunities for us to add new weapons like the gut puncher,
I love the low cover,
cog
the
grenade
low
launcher.
cover on that.
It's
It's dope.
like a little more skill use than the boom shot. You could time where your grenades go. So everything kind of found a new place. And we got to make some cool variations of weapons people have seen before.
I love the breach shot as well. I think that's like
fan favorite.
Some of my favorite guns.
It's
Yeah.
such a
Super
fun-
satisfying.
And the active reloads is popping up on screen there. I just wanted to go through a couple things because there's two features, right? One, it's in a different place than some fans may know, but also bullets are appearing a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we put the active reload down in the center screen. We found through our testing that, for a lot of people, some returning fans, especially new fans, they just use it way more. If you're an old fan and you like it up and where it was, and that's your muscle memory, 100%. There's a setting for that.
Bounty member for
But
42
some
months.
guns,
What
we also
one
have this
player?
per shell reload mechanic,
PlayStation
like
has
on the
never
breach
did
shot
a
and
single
that shit.
player.
It's really cool
a
because you
game
can still
like
get your
this.
active
Talk
if
that
you go all
shit,
the
you
way
ain't
and
lying
you
about
wait
that.
for it. But if you need that extra shot to get out of a clutch situation, there's a wretch in your face or in PvP a person right up on you, you can pop a load right into them as they come at you.
Yeah, so it's just like a nice way you can kind of change based on the scenario you find yourself
Exactly,
in.
yeah.
And talking about scenarios you find yourself in, as we've been going through this level, you've kind of been walking into areas and there are like tons of kind of clues about things we may have missed or have happened in those areas before. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so one of the main things that we
That's
try
good,
to
big
impart
brain.
is the brutality of this day. Emergence Day, 2/3 of the planet gets wiped out in one night. So if you kind of pay attention to the corpses a little bit, you'll see little storytelling things. The blood trails sometimes give you a glimpse of what has happened, the pose they're in. So there's a lot hidden in there to check out.
Nice.
I honestly, I'm so excited. A big thank you as well for you guys coming in and joining us and
Thank
taking
you,
us
absolutely.
through Gears of War E-Day. What's one thing that you're most excited for fans, right, to see with Gears of War E-Day?
We shared a little bit each time here. I'm really excited for people to experience this story. I think this is one of a great Gears story. It's all the classic vibes and some great new characters and some really emotional Gears moments tied in with all the brutality. I think people are going to love it.
Yeah, honestly, thank you both for
I
coming
can't
and
wait for it,
joining
bro.
us.
The
I
campaign,
really, really
baby. Let's
appreciate
go.
that.
Thank you.
And now we are going to head over to Henry for more on Gears of War E-Day, the Gears of War E-Day experience that people have access to here on the Xbox booth.
Well, welcome to the Gears of War E-Day
Oh, the
here
Gears
at
of War
Gamescom,
guitar.
where I've actually got artist Luke Priest with me to discuss the incredible eye candy is on display behind us. And thanks so much for joining us, Luke.
Thanks for having me, man.
Welcome to Gamescom. It's your first time here as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's really cool.
It's a pretty special way to kick things off then, with
Yeah,
E-Day.
definitely.
Why don't you tell people at home what it is that you do?
Yeah, so I'm an illustrator. I'm based in the United Kingdom. I've been working with the Coalition for many years now on all things Gears of War. Obviously, more recently, E-Day. So yeah, that's kind of what I do.
And this project in particular is pretty special. So
Yes.
let's talk a bit about that, because I can see that we've also got Gibson involved.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's pretty cool. Talk to us a bit about this partnership.
Yeah, so we partnered with Gibson Guitars.
Those dudes look
the
amazing, bro.
amazing
Give
people
me
at
just
Gibson.
2 minutes, guys.
Yeah, and they sent us these guitars, well, they turned up and they were like from the factory, so they didn't have the art on, and then my job was
Wow.
to paint this artwork onto the guitars. So.
And if you don't know at home, these are particularly tasty guitars that Gibson have sent you, because we've
Yeah.
got the SG over here, the Les Paul. These are
Yeah.
like iconic guitar
very,
silhouettes.
very iconic, yeah.
Amazing. Can you tell us a bit then about the design? So what inspired you to really lay down this artwork
Yeah,
on top
sure.
of these guitars?
So what we wanted to do, we wanted to tap into the pillars in Gears, like so the core pillars. So obviously with the Marcus guitar, we tapped into brutality. So that's like, feels quite violent and kind of visceral,
Yeah.
and like almost like, very kind of, like we tried to kind of cater it to the shape of the guitar as
Yeah.
well. So like you can see like the blood splatter kind of flows across the guitar. You've got the kind of spinning
Yeah, that saw blade just fits right in.
and
Yeah.
the cog, obviously, which ties it to Gears, and then we've got the skull, which is kind of like shattered, so that adds that kind of violent, brutal feel. And then, obviously, moving over to the SG, we've got this is like leaning into Dom, so this is tapping into the kind of pathos pillar,
Okay.
which is like sort of more like kind of sad vibes and. So it's just like, and then we've got the angel wings, which is like the
Yeah.
nod to kind of like the kind of Maria
They
tattoo.
do look amazing,
and
bro.
then that kind of flows to the shape of the SG.
Yeah, it really like fits and forms
Yeah.
into the horns there, which
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
such a nice detail. I mean,
Yeah.
how long was this project end to end?
Each guitar probably took about 40 hours from start to finish, so everything's
Wow.
obviously hand painted
Yeah.
in my studio at home. And honestly, like, it was just such an honor to work on this stuff. Like Gibson, like super iconic. I play guitar myself. I do a lot of work in the music industry as well anyway, so it like just ties in really nicely with that. So,
Nice. Amazing.
so yeah.
But beyond the guitars themselves, and we'll get to the controller in a sec, I
Yeah.
do want to tell people
Yeah.
it's not just for show, because you can actually get your hands on either one of these amazing guitars if you head over to the Gibson Instagram page and you check out their announced post for more details on how you could potentially win one of these. And people here can also scan the QR code if you come down to the Xbox booth if you want to learn how to win one of these incredible, just beautiful pieces. You have brought something else along for us,
Yeah.
because there is something else going on in the middle there. So what? Oh, you've got
Controller
another
as
one.
well.
Yeah, so
Nice.
yes, this is a controller that I worked on. So I worked with the Xbox Design Lab on this. This is fully customizable as well,
Sick.
so you can like switch out the buttons and the sticks and
Look at
stuff
that
and
shit.
make it your own. And this is tapping again into the brutality pillar.
Yeah, I'm getting
Um,
that brutality
So
vibe
it's
straight
the
away.
vibe, and it's just try to make it feel super iconic and just have that. There's like the lanterns in there, the skulls. It feels really violent and
Absolutely.
just taps into that kind
does
of
look
that
awesome,
vibe.
bro.
So yeah.
Mate, I think you absolutely killed it with these designs.
Thanks, man.
So thanks so much for showing us
Thanks so much.
and talking us through it as well. If you want to get your hands on your own one of the E-Day limited edition Xbox Design Lab controllers, you can grab those beginning September 30th. So check out xbox.com for more information on that. I will definitely be doing that. But thank you, Luke. I hope you have a great Gamescom. But there's
Cheers, man.
there's quite a lot going on here, so we're
Yeah,
going to have
it's
to pop off
amazing.
and see what else we got going. So
Thank you.
Come
Cheers.
along with me, because the rest of the booth over here that we've got,
Look at this
this
POSs.
entire segment, you can see loads of people queuing up right now to go and actually play Gears of War E-Day. So E-Day has officially landed here in Cologne. This is particularly cool. We've got a
Damn.
custom PC built in partnership with NVIDIA GeForce RTX. We've got the nice COG logo there on the cooler. I mean, just looks unreal. So if you're in town, come and check everything out. And then what you're going to
Wow.
want to see,
You got a boomer there.
Benny was not kidding when he said the boomers are huge, but besides the boomers, we've got a couple of other buddies that we want to be talking to, because joining me in front of this incredible statue and one of the many photo ops
Imagine
we
having
have
that
on
shit
the
at
Xbox
home
booth
or
is
something.
Senior Product Manager at the
Imagine
Coalition,
having
Noah
that shit at
Benesh,
the home.
and GeForce Evangelist Jacob from NVIDIA to chat with us about Gears on PC. So, hello guys,
How's it
welcome
going,
to
Andy?
Gamescom. Is this your first Gamescom, or are you veterans at this point?
Second Gamescom for me.
Second?
For me, I don't know, probably third or fourth, maybe.
Okay,
maybe
and
more. I
Who's
don't
the
know.
guy you brought with us as well? Is he going to say anything?
He can say something.
You're, you're kidding.
He can say something. Would you like him to?
We could do that, yeah,
Yeah?
definitely.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah. We'll get to that in a
Okay.
sec. Now, we should talk shop though, because Gears on PC is. Oh, someone's getting in. That's cool.
Big
that thing's really
means
awesome.
I couldn't go for reasons. That's why I wasn't on
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
WBG
don't
on
think
Monday.
I don't think it'll fit your carry on.
Yeah, we'll make it
don't
work.
either, I
But
don't think.
yeah, tell me a little bit then about Gears on PC, because everyone here is checking out the game.
Absolutely.
We have Xbox players who are really excited. It's another console exclusive, but on PC, we've got some pretty cool features to talk about. So what exactly have you been working on that is exciting for PC players?
Well, Henry, I think broadly the most important thing to know is that Gears of War E-Day is a game that is for PC players, built by PC players. So for us at the Coalition, at a bare minimum, that means supporting all the features you'd expect from a title like this, such as 32:9 and 21:9 ultra-wide support, including 21:9 cinematics in the campaign, extensive mouse and keyboard rebinding options, variable refresh rate, uncapped frames, and so much more.
That guy just wanted to be in the part of the stream, the POS.
But beyond those sort of baseline features, you know, we wanted to take the experience a little bit further for our PC players with advanced graphics technologies. And that's why last night we were so excited to announce that in partnership with NVIDIA, we have integrated deeply Mega Geometry into our game.
Mega Geometry, okay. Yes. So I'm going to need you to run through what exactly we're talking about with that.
Yeah, RTX Mega Geometry. I am super excited about RTX Mega Geometry. So Gears of War E-Day supports nanite, so you'll get really detailed like environments, objects, and with RTX Mega Geometry, we can actually add ray tracing on all of the nanite geometry. So you'll get much better looking reflections, shadows.
How much was it?
I mean, it's just going to be way more immersive. You know, you get 50 to 100 times the geometric detail with RTX Mega Geometry enabled. It's pretty amazing.
That is intense. So, like, just to break it down, you've got geometry, shapes, right, Mega, pretty freaking sick. Yeah. Okay, cool. Everyone's on board now. Great. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me, guys, about everything here. Of course, that's not just what's going on here, because in the actual play area, people can check that out too, right?
Absolutely. I mean, better than talking about these features is experiencing them for yourself. So you and everyone else here at Gamescom can enjoy our first public hands-on of campaign inside the booth behind me. We've got 20 stations, all of them PCs, all powered by the GeForce RTX 5080 that have been built by our friends at Alternate. So if you're here at Gamescom, please come check out the campaign.
Yeah, you know what to do now, guys. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm probably going to head in there shortly after this.
We can hook up with the line.
There's a bit of a big queue, though.
Yeah, I might go in.
I know a guy.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Nice. All right. Well, for a deeper look at that technology that is powering E-Day on PC, why don't you check out this exclusive behind-the-scenes ViDoc from the Coalition and NVIDIA. Check it out.
What have they got for the PC dudes out there with POSs?
Gears of War E-Day is the next game in the Gears of War franchise. It's the story of Emergence Day. It's going back to the beginning, when the Locusts first come out of the ground and start attacking.
It is also a game that has been built from the ground up on Unreal Engine 5 with all new art and all new systems to push visual fidelity to a level we've never achieved before.
Gears of War is probably best known as an Xbox franchise, but the PC has always been a very important platform that we're using to bring the most we possibly can to the game.
The PC community is incredibly important to us. I, myself, am a PC gamer. I've been making PC games for my entire career, and we've built this game with a PC mindset.
We're trying to push a lot of technology, high detail geometry, heavily using nanite and lumen. We're going to be one of the first titles to use mega lights.
Gears of War supports hardware, ray trace, lighting, shadows, and reflections. This shows up in so many different ways.
Fully loaded for you
PC
PC dudes
example
out there.
Is
Kiss
our
my
Pan Save. This is an environment that has TVs that have dynamic lighting coming off them and bouncing off the scene.
There's a lot of dynamic elements to the game. I think one of my favorite things is tickers, watching them run through the level. You have this little glowing creature casting dynamic shadows all over the world.
Yeah,
casting
you can see that. Look at the lighting.
But don't watch them too long, they'll blow up on you.
It's really noticeable on the muzzle flashes on our guns as you get this burst of flashing light and all the shadows that get cast off it. And we can have dynamic lights that sort of flicker. You can build this sense of tension and use lighting as a tool for visual storytelling and gameplay that we haven't been able to do before.
Real-time reflections is something that's very cool for us. We have some really cool elements in the game that are nice and shiny.
As you shoot glass and see real-time ray-traced reflections and translucency, all of that is dynamic in real time, which of course you wouldn't have with traditional baked lighting techniques.
All in all, ray-traced lighting brings the dark, gritty vibe that we want to life in the game and really adds a level of realism and cohesiveness that's never been possible for us before.
And on our ultra spec or our ludicrous spec PC settings, we push ray tracing even farther with higher ray trace samples, more rays, but also
Gaz was talking about that
RTX
ludicrous
megageometry.
setting. Insane it was.
We're going to be the first Unreal Engine title to show RTX mega geometry in our game. This is really exciting because we're a very nanite-heavy title, but there's always been a bit of a discrepancy between what's available for us to happen at raster and what's available for us to happen when we're ray tracing. Mega geometry allows us to use the same level of detail that we're using
Bro,
for
you
nanite
guys with
as
the
our ray
high-end
tracing basis.
PCs, it's gonna look
It
insane.
pushes the visual ray tracing to a higher level than we can achieve with Unreal Engine's technologies out of the box. You see some of the examples of foliage or shadow detail that is just crisper and has more fine detail in that shadow.
You definitely get a lot more detail in a lot of the rock surfaces. They look just a lot sharper and a lot more correct. And as well, things like barbed wire, things that were just not possible to represent with the amount of triangles that we had available to us, all of a sudden look really nice.
Our environments are incredibly dense. We have 100 times the geometric detail in our game than anywhere else. And being able to work with NVIDIA and bring mega geometry to this game really is going to show what games are going to look like in the future.
DLSS
depends
and
whoever
other
can
super sampling
utilize it, though.
techniques really allow us as a developer to perform more advanced graphics techniques that just wouldn't be possible to do if we were working at full resolution. It's something that allows you to take a lower res image and then using machine learning is able to upsample that to a larger image without really sacrificing
that
quality.
shit, why it's so
We
serious.
also support dynamic multi-frame generation, allowing you to push to the highest
Holy
frame rates
shit.
possible. And it's so important that we tie this with Reflex. Reflex lowers latency and improves the responsiveness of our game.
Man, look
It's
at that
something we
200
think is
plus
very important,
FPS.
especially in a multiplayer environment. We're a very competitive game. You want to make sure that you have your enemy in focus and your reticle over them at all times. We want a nice, smooth frame rate, and we want that ultra-responsive input latency. Customization is a huge part of why I play games on PC, and it's part of what we wanted to make sure we're delivering for E-Day players. If they care about HDR, if they care about frame rate versus resolution, we want all of that choice available for players.
I'm an ultra-wide player. I have really pushed the team to make sure that we are showing up strongly there. We have full support for native 21
Shit,
by 9,
you PC guys will love
gameplay
this shit.
up to 32 by 9, and all of our cinematics are
Turn
also
up the
real
odds.
time and are rendered in ultra-wide.
Our benchmark is something that's very important to us. It was something that has always been used by reviewers for years after we ship, and it's something we hope will be that way again. This is a very technically ambitious title, and I think we're going to push hardware for years to come.
We've always built our games to showcase the latest technology and push what is possible in gaming. And working with NVIDIA, who share the same philosophy with us, we've been able to bring features like ray traced lighting, RTX mega geometry, DLSS, Reflex. For players, this means delivering an experience that feels like they're playing a movie with the real-time performance that you expect in a high-end game.
Xbox console exclusive.
Welcome back.
Well, one second, the
All
homie's
suit
asking me
systems are
to.
nominal. Atmospheric interference is causing data transmission issues. Proceed with mission.
1 second. Homie's asking me something.
Alert. Power output
1
unstable.
second, guys. Let me try to take this shit off. Let me know if that's fixed it,
I
bro.
love it when the title of a game so purely matches the gameplay. And here to break down what we just saw and give us an exclusive first look at what fans can expect
Let me know if that's
in-game
sorted out.
for Alien Deathstorm. Please welcome Rebellion's head of design, Ben Fisher. Welcome.
Hiya, how's it going?
Ben, it's so good to see you. I mean, it feels like only yesterday we were hanging out at the pub, chatting Amfall, and it seems that you and the team have been pretty busy since then as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to work on a load of different games at once, but We learned some cool stuff from Atomfall about sandbox freedom and giving the player non-traditional ways of doing objectives. We've fed that straight into Alien Deathstorm.
Ooh, I love that. Now, on that topic, Atomfall, congratulations. It's been a huge success for you guys at Rebellion. I hear it has a lot to do with maybe Benny and I's characters' face scans in the game, but you know,
I reckon so, yeah.
we won't take too much credit here. You mentioned there about applying that into Alien Deathstorm. Can you break that down a little bit? What from the project have you brought over? What design elements can we look forward to?
So the main thing is that for all Rebellion games, we value giving player a clear objective and then sandbox freedom and how to achieve it. Sort of systemic game design, that sort of thing. We don't usually choreograph specific gameplay experiences, but build a possibility space for the player to take control. So exactly that same stuff has come across to Alien Deathstorm. The new challenge for us has been combining that with horror gameplay, because horror gameplay is normally quite handcrafted, but I think we found a secret formula that really makes it happen procedurally. It's very exciting.
Secret sauce, very exciting. Nice.
No, I'm really excited to see it, so should we get started?
Wait a minute. Right, now I'm ready.
What the heck is that?
You'll find out very soon.
A little bit hint in the trailer, but should we hop into and check some gameplay out as well?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, hold on. It will come up. Ah, here we go. Now, this is the Megastorm in full swing. What are we doing here?
So you play as an engineer who's been called into an off-world colony. The colony's gone dark, there's no signals coming from it. You think you're there to do a repair job to help sort the colony out, and as you explore, you discover that people have gone missing, the situation's getting worse. You're trapped there, and it's a desperate fight for survival. Now, the game balances, like I said, the combat intensity of a sort of horror shooter with investigation and discovery. So you're, as an engineer, you're kind of exploring the situation, finding out what's happening, and as you do so, the storm is tearing the place apart. So you're fighting to survive at the same time.
Nice. Can you break that down a little bit further? The engineer's role, that's a pretty specific choice there. How does that come into play with gameplay?
Well, we wanted to give you a framing that meant that you felt like a sort of an everyman doing your best to survive. So you arrive there with a load of tools, including this giant sort of hammer here, you know, to do a bit of percussive maintenance to try and get the place up and running. So instead of doing traditional objectives where you're told exactly what to do, instead we've got a system that we call Squire that you use to kind of diagnose the situation and figure out what's going wrong. So what we can see here is the player exploring around, testing out the locations, trying to see what's happening and trying to piece together in their head how to tackle the situation in front of them. So this is a nuclear reactor that's in the early stages of meltdown, and they're going to try and diagnose what's wrong and try and fix it. So the player has to be observant, they have to engage with the environment, piece together clues that kind of frame them as a detective figuring out how to solve this stuff.
Very interesting.
That just scared me. I was not expecting the ceiling to collapse.
Well, good. Yeah.
But I was just having a look at the HUD, right? And like stuff is popping up on the HUD all the time. Can you tell us a bit about that and like what players can see on the screen?
Sure. Well, we want to give you lots of anticipation before a fight kicks off, because as you're exploring, you know, you're making a load of noise, you're causing a load of mischief, and that's going to attract some attention.
Yeah.
So there's a tracker at the bottom of the screen that gives you pings of nearby movement. It'll get scrambled by radiation and things like that. So it's like a multi-purpose tool to help them explore and understand the situation.
Ready for TTMS,
so combined with Squire as a way of doing objectives, it makes you feel like you're there to do a job and you've got to like piece together and survive.
And who's the voice that we keep hearing as well?
Yeah, that's Squire. That's giving you little clues of what to do and how to explore, but never directly tells you exactly what to do. It's kind of like having Clippy in your pocket. You know?
I'm a big fan of the naming Squire. That's very fitting. How many iterations did you guys have to go through for that name?
Well, we always like to give things a kind of uniquely British twist, a uniquely British flavour to it, and it feels like a nice little like friendly friend in your pocket kind of thing. So it seemed like a natural fit.
Squire.
Exactly that, yeah.
Awesome. Now, in the footage as well, I can hear some of the music making that tension a bit more buildable, and you mentioned some horror scenarios too. How can fans of horror games expect Alien Deathstorm to fit into their spooks and scares like Benny did with from Rebellion?
Well, I think this is one of the most exciting parts of the game, because the jump scare that got you there might not happen for another player.
Oh.
It's all tuned around the player's exploration, the player's experiences. So, you know, as you're making a lot of noise and you're exploring, you might be attracting unwanted attention. You get a nice long bit of anticipation before the horrors turn up.
About
But
pony
the
bot,
fights and the encounters will be different for every single player.
So it doesn't matter how many times you've gone through it before, you might never be prepared for what's about to happen.
Exactly that.
That's class. Now, looking at the objective as well, right? Right now, we're trying to repair and restore power to the reactor, right? What else is around him? What other kind of resource or enemies are we keeping an eye out for? Because in the trailer we saw a lot.
Yeah.
And right on
that
cue.
shit's launching, bro.
So the player here
I
has
wonder
been
how the
poking around,
movies are. We'll talk
attracting
about it in
attention, and
TTMS,
that's
bro.
spawned some enemies because they heard the sound and they came to take out the player. Yeah. So there's a balance, there's a tension between scavenging for resources and trying to understand the situation, but you're going to be attracting attention to yourself, so that the fight might get worse.
Is that risk versus reward all the time? You're like, actually, do I have enough, or should I just go straight for the objective?
Exactly
Nice.
that, yeah.
We saw a couple of different scary-looking guys there as well. Have they got different names? What kind of different enemy types can we expect?
Yeah,
in
so
Alien
there is a
Deathstorm?
range of aliens throughout the game. In this demo here, you'll see scuttlers there, you'll see other ones called soldiers, but there's a load more that sort of unlock over the course of the game. But as devs, we don't even know exactly what aliens will be and what encounters, because it's all procedural and dynamic.
Wow, that's very exciting.
And to defeat these aliens, right, we're gonna need weapons, just like what you've got on the desk. What weapons are players going to have in Alien Deathstorm?
Yeah, so there's a good range of weapons. You'll only see, I think, 3 of them in this demo. And they're all very kind of grounded, real-world weapons, because we felt like that kind of that suit the tone, that kind of gritty, grounded sci-fi environment. So you'll see an SMG here, the shotgun, a pistol that's always got ammo. And you can upgrade and tailor the weapons to your personal playstyle. So as you explore, you might find things like a
Shout out to the homie
holographic sight to help
Rodella, the Great. What's
aim
going
the
on,
gun, and you
Playboy?
might
With the
choose that that's your
jewel.
playstyle
Shout out
you
to you,
might prefer.
Playboy. How
How
you
does
been?
that actually work for weapons, the upgrade system in Alien Deathstorm?
There's workbenches found throughout the game, and you
That
sort of collect
Xbox logo looks
crafting
awesome,
materials as well, and blueprints for the various parts.
Very good. Very fun. Do you have a favorite weapon that you want to talk about so far?
I always
What's
love
your-
a shotgun.
Nice.
Can't go wrong with a shotgun.
Can't go wrong there.
So let's hop back into the world a bit, because Rebellion games have always had a great reputation for like exploration, discovering and looking around for like new attachments. How does Alien Deathstorm encourage players to venture off the beaten path, especially if you're going to be like potentially running into more aliens for doing so?
Yeah, well, we strongly believe in player freedom, and like part of the fun of it is finding your route through the environment and choosing how to engage with it. So there is that risk reward, that balance of trying to find those resources and survive, but watching out for threats. So one of the ways that we tackle that is we try and make each environment you explore have a kind of internal logic to it. So this is like a space reactor, and I don't know about you, but I've never been to a space reactor myself. But we try and make sure it's got a kind of clear signposting, clear exploration, so that you can either explore everywhere for resources, or you can sort of get a quick understanding of how you're supposed to explore. But we leave it completely up to the player.
No, I always love like going on exploring, because it's like on Atom 4. I spent so long trying to search for Morris's hairline, which is just, I can't, my character was made bald as bald can be.
I don't know, it's pretty accurate. Sorry, that was hard. I mean, we've got aliens, we've got nice
spending a
alien
lot of time on this
guts to
shit.
look forward to as well. But what other challenges? Ooh,
Shout out
like
to the
that
meat
one.
smuggler.
Why
Shout
are
out to you,
players looking
Playboy,
forward
with
to?
the 6767.
Yeah,
Oh,
all the
damn
best
it.
ones have got a white visor, but right.
What up, meat smuggler?
So, you saw that
What's
there,
going
but
on,
also
player?
if you're out in the storm getting pelted by the elements, you might have to wipe to be able to see what you're doing as well, which can lead to some really tense, exciting
Yeah,
gunfights.
man.
where
How
you're
long is
trying
this
to juggle
show? Is there another half
visibility
an
while
hour,
shooting the
45 minutes
aliens
left?
and
40
trying to
minutes?
survive. So it's all about that kind of immersive, gritty, make you feel like you're really in the suit.
Let me know.
Yeah. That was something about Atomfall that we really enjoyed, is collecting just everyday items that really grounds maybe the players, or especially for me, it feels like that. So having to deal with a lot of nuisance you wouldn't normally in real life or in video games is nice touch. Very good, Ben.
It's also very helpful for putting together a cool trailer as well. Like it's the perfect transition.
Yeah, nice swipe transitions. That's
Now,
so funny.
Now, we've said this a few times as well, like, as we're getting into these fights and the weapons that we're using, what else helps make each encounter unique that you're running into? Because you've said a few times that you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so behind the scenes,
Behind the
as well as the
scenes?
player kind of making a load of noise and exploring. We can fine-tune to encourage encounters in certain situations.
Is this supposed to be
kind of
3
build
hours
set
long or some
pieces a
shit?
little
Because I'm only going to be here for 2 hours.
There's a
to come
balance
back for
between
TTMS.
dynamic and making sure that you'll have those high points. But we absolutely don't know with each time what encounter you're going to hit. All of the spaces are designed so that no matter
If
what
I
kind
do
of
cut it
encounter
off
you
early,
get in them,
I'll
it's going to
start
be an interesting
TTMS
fight.
early
And
then.
as you blend different kinds of aliens at once, your strategy has to become much more complicated.
I bet that must be quite a challenge when there are a variety of them around like this, swapping weapons or tactics, etc.
Yeah, so a lot of the fun in the game comes from splitting the player's attention
I might make
between
TTMS
trying to
a
solve
bit
the
earlier,
puzzle of the
15 minutes
environment and then
earlier.
having to deal with unpredictable aliens coming from every direction.
Can we get into a little bit as well, like some of the equipment that you have access to? Because we just did a stim there as well.
Yeah, so in this trailer here, you'll see stims and grenades as a couple of additional
I'll go 15
pieces of
minutes
equipment you've
earlier.
got. There are more to come in the full game. You can also throw flares to light up the environment ahead of you.
Nice. And like, kind of, what are kind of the, so right now, as we're kind of making our way through the level, what else should players be looking out for?
Well, at this exact point in time, looking out for the alien that's jumping at their head.
Take care, pal,
Xbox.
Xbox.
Very cool.
So you never quite know when the fight's going to cool
That's the main event, but how long is that going to
If
take?
it's going to bloom back
I'm
up
not,
and you're
I'm not
going
going to stay for 3
encounter
hours,
more
bro, for that
aliens, so
shit.
you've really got to
We
keep your
can do
wits about you.
TTMS and come
in
back
this
to
space
it.
here, you can see that
Sean,
the
where is
tracker
the
has,
mighty me with the 2?
sorry,
I
the
don't know,
scanner
Playboy where he is. No
noisy.
idea.
Yeah.
You tell me.
So because you're near a reactor, it's messing with your equipment, so you lose a little bit of health.
So you're going to be unaware, like, exactly where aliens are going to be coming from. Also, with these big fights kicking off, what are some of the like most effective like tactics that players could like kind of use to get those situations? Because you obviously want to kind of thin the horde down at times, so you can then go back to like exploring the area.
Yeah. So a lot of the time, like this encounter here, you can see that there's a fight has kicked off in this space, but the player can still do a runner if they choose to. So you've always got the opportunity to like reposition and choose a best place to defend yourself. And
Probably a 4 hour show. God damn!
you hear the aliens coming with a lot of notice before they actually arrive, before they start
Nah,
climbing
we're
down
gonna
the
cut you
walls
off, bro.
and piling up the air
I'll
vents.
do
So you've got lots of
TTMS,
time
bro.
to choose a spot that you
F
think's
that.
defensible. Doesn't always work.
Very smart.
Oh.
Well, that looked pretty busy there. With lots of enemies swarming us at once. You mentioned some tactics, but I don't know if I would maybe be up to it on my own. Would it be okay to ask Benny to give me a hand finishing those aliens off? Or
Well, one of the great things about all of the fights being dynamic is that if you play through with another player, you'll get a completely different
That's okay,
experience
bro.
again.
Yeah, I'd just Bex to just be making loads of noise, like attracting all the aliens, and then I'd be having to clean up. It's a disaster.
that's crazy. Egregious. We'll see how that goes, I bet.
It'll happen on stream.
Ben, thank you so much for sharing that with us. It was always a pleasure as well.
Yeah, and remember, Alien Deathstorm drops spring 2027 as well for players.
Lots to look forward to.
2027.
Yee.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy Gamescom, Ben. And for us here, this year marks 25 years of Xbox. And for many of us who have been playing since the beginning, it's a special moment. For me personally, my first ever console was
This is
the
the
OG
show.
Xbox that I got for Christmas. Back in 2003, I had Kung Fu Chaos, Project Gotham Racing, and Rayman 3. But playing Xbox games has actually helped me cultivate a whole bunch of my interests outside of gaming. The fact I was really...
Oh shit, what's happening here? Am I still live? Am I still live?
obsessed with
Oh, did I
SSX3,
pause it?
the snowboarding
Oh, yeah,
game.
that was class. Years, we can also look forward
I
to
must have
what
paused it
is
by
to
mistake with
come.
my
Like,
headphone
the
or
world
something.
premieres announced today, chosen by Odin and Dumpster Gang. Plus,
I wonder if
with
I
the
paused
biggest
it by
games coming
mistake.
to Xbox like Minecraft Dungeons 2, Gears of War E-Day, Fable, EA Sports FC 27, NBA 2K27, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6. No matter where or how you game, the best place to play is Xbox.
That's right, bitch.
Now, to a throwback making a comeback, this next game is sure to make fans of Persona 4 smile wide. We've got a brand new story trailer as well as a deeper look at what fans can expect when the revival of this epic franchise drops next year. So take a look.
So, are you getting used to it out here?
There isn't much to do compared to the big
Oh,
city,
man.
but there is that certain something you can't get anywhere else.
bring you more details about the incident in Inaba, a small town shrouded in fog and mystery.
The nicest thing about this town has been the peace and quiet. And now we're gonna be the center of attention.
Police are treating this as part of a serial murder case.
Let's see.
You ever heard of the Midnight Channel? On a rainy night, you look into a TV that's turned off. When the clock strikes 12, someone else will appear on screen.
Really? An urban legend. Not even a kid would believe something that stupid.
The time has come to open thine eyes. Call upon power within.
So... no.
No! Who are you? I'm your shadow, and there's nothing about you that I don't know.
I don't believe you.
You're not me!
Does it seem like that world in the TV has to be related to Senpai and Yamano's deaths?
I don't know, bro.
Are you saying people who appear on the TV
Don't be honestly, I don't know, man. When either gonna show you off later this year, Jeff Keighley, or
We're getting to the bottom of it.
at their own showcase if it does Target next year, early next year. I don't think they need to get that ready yet. I think they need to get all of the you know, all of these updates, what they're doing with
皆さん
this
こん
to
にちは。
digital and all that
ペルソナ
stuff.
スタジオゼ
Get
ネラ
all
ル
of
プ
that
ロデュ
shit
ーサー
ironed
の
out.
和田和久です。先ほどご覧いただいたストーリートレーラーで
Get
は
an Xbox up to
ペル
date.
ソナ4リバイバルの
You know, with the
新たな
updates,
姿を
achievements,
ご
all
紹
that
介し
shit.
ました。
That should be the target, bro. Get a UI,
本
get the
作は
Windows Store,
静
Xbox
かな地
Store,
方都市を舞台
unified,
に
working
連
good.
続殺人事件
So
と
that's the thing they need to
そ
talk
こで
about
次
first,
第に
bro.
明らかになっていく隠された
When
真
they're ready
実
to
を追い
launch it.
求める物語です。しかしペルソナ4は単に事件の真相を追うだけの作品ではありません。その根底にあるのは人と人とのつながり、自分自身についての真実を見つけていくこと、そしてそうした絆の中で紡がれていく人間ドラマを描いた物語です。
Someone in town is definitely kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
これらの対比こそがペルソナ4を特別な作品にしています。明るく青春に満ち、思わず笑みがこぼれるような親しみやすさや人との距離の近さを感じたかと思えば、次の瞬間には不穏な空気に包まれることもあります。稲葉の温かな日常があるからこそ事件の謎はより強く心に迫ります。そしてその事件を取り巻く闇が深いからこそ仲間と過ごす何気ない日々がよりかけがえのないものとして感じられるのです。シリーズ未経験の方にとっても本作はペルソナというシリーズを最も象徴的に体験できる作品の一つです。地方都市で高校生活を送り、人々との出会い関係を築きながら一日一日をどのように過ごすかを選択していく。そして日常の裏側にはテレビの中に広がるもう一つの世界が存在しています。そこで仲間との絆が力となって、自らを支える大きな武器となります。
Trust me, we know you can push your limits.
日常と非日常を行き来するこの構造はですね、ペルソナシリーズの核となる要素です。そしてペルソナ4ではその体験がさらに深い謎と結びついています。
It's the picture we took the other day with all the other part-timers.
この物語が描いているのは人が心の奥に隠しているもの、目を背け続けているもの、そしていつか隠し続けることのできなくなった真実と向き合う瞬間です。こうしたテーマこそが今なお多くの方々に愛され続けている理由の一つだと思います。ペルソナ4リバイバルの開発を始めるにあたって私たちが最も大切にしたことの一つはオリジナル版で多くの方が感じてくれたあの空気感を守ることでした。静かな田舎町稲葉の佇まい、仲間たちとの何気ない会話が紡ぐ穏やかな日常、そして少しずつ真相へ迫っていくミステリーらしい緊張感、 そうした要素こそがペルソナ4の核となるものです。だからこそ私たちはその魅力の本質を大切に受け継ぎながら、現代の技術や表現によって当時感じていただいた体験をもう一度味わっていただけるよう一つ一つ丁寧に再構築しました。同時に本作は単なるリマスターではなく完全なリメイク作品です。リマスターがオリジナルの魅力をそのまま現代に届けるものだとすれば、リメイクはその魅力を受け継ぎながら現代のプレイヤーにふさわしい体験として新たに蘇らせるものといえるでしょう。私たちが目指したのはペルソナ4ならではの魅力を大切に守りながら、現代のペルソナシリーズが持つ表現力や遊びやすさによって本作を新たに蘇らせることでした。そのため、ゲームプレイそのものも現代のプレイヤーに合わせて進化させています。ユーザーインターフェースの改善やバトルテンポの最適化、ダンジョン探索の快適性向上など、ゲーム全体をよりスムーズで遊びやすいものへと磨き上げました。初めて稲葉を訪れる人にも、久しぶりにこの街へ帰ってくる人にも、自然とこの世界に引っ込まれるような体験をお届けしたいと考えています。またキャラクター表現にも徹底的にこだわりました。ペルソナ4においてドラマチックなシーンだけでなく、仲間たちと過ごす何気ない日常も非常に重要な要素。仲間同士の他愛ない会話、少し気まずさを感じるやり取り、そして突然訪れる緊張や恐怖、そうしたさまざまな感情の移り変わりをより自然により身近に感じていただけるよう一つ一つ丁寧に表現しています。
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. But all we can do is trust our instincts at this point.
さらにカメラワークや演出にも細かな調整を加え、何気ない日常のワンシーンであっても登場人物たちの感情がより豊かに伝わるように磨き上げました。ペルソナ4ならではの温かな人間ドラマを大切にしながら、キャラクターたちをこれまで以上に身近に感じていただける作品へと生まれ変わっています。
You're me, and I'm you. When you get down to it, all of this is me.
ペルソナシリーズにおいて音楽は単なる BGM ではありません。作品の空気感を生み出し、物語を彩る、プレイヤーの皆さんの記憶に残るペルソナを語る上で欠かせない存在です。中でもペルソナ4は音楽も多くの皆さんに愛されてきました。だからこそその魅力を損なうことなく、オリジナル版への敬意を大切にしながらサウンド制作に取り組みました。原作楽曲の魅力を受け継ぎながら、ボーカル曲やバトル曲をはじめ全楽曲を現代の表現に合わせて丁寧にリファインしています。さらに本作のために数多くの新曲も制作しました。懐かしさと新しさ、そのどちらも感じていただけるサウンドをお楽しみいただければと思います。さて、ペルソナ4リバイバルについてご紹介してきましたが、いかがでしたでしょうか。今後さらに多くの情報をお届けできることを我々ペルソナチーム一同楽しみにしています。最後になりますが、本作がペルソナシリーズを初めて遊ぶ方には日常と非日常が交錯するペルソナならではの魅力を余すことなく体験していただけると思っています。そしてすでに稲葉市をよく知っている皆さんにも、知り尽くしていると思ってたこの街にですね、まだまだ新たな発見や驚きが待っていることを感じていただけるはずです。ぜひペルソナ4リバイバルで霧に隠されたその真実を確かめてみてください。 Who's on air?
Now, there are few games more synonymous with beautiful environments, immersive puzzles, and fluid combat than Tomb Raider. And as someone who has played Tomb Raider Legend, Underworld, Anniversary, the original, etc., so much that I can still recite a bunch of the cutscenes from memory, I am particularly excited to be talking about this next chapter in the legendary franchise. Here with an extended look at the mysteries of Peru in the new Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, please welcome Crystal Dynamics Experience Director Jeff Adams and Flying Wild Hogs Art Director Arek Tomaszewski. Welcome, guys. How are you? How's your Gamescom going?
Awesome, so far so good.
Yeah,
good.
Fantastic. I couldn't ask for more.
Awesome. I mean, I am so excited, as you can maybe tell, to see what you've got for us today. So set us up, set the scene. What can we look to expect from the gameplay?
So today we're going to be taking a nice in-depth look at Peru. This is Lara when she is on the hunt for the Tomb of Qualopec, and so she has to engage with this iconic location, but it really shows how we are putting reimagining at the forefront to make sure we're preserving familiarity, but at the same time introducing new challenge.
Yeah. Now, Jeff, you literally just said reimagining versus like a remake or remaster. Can you tell me a little bit about what that means to your team as well as for the players?
Absolutely. In a nutshell, reimagining means preserving the things that make those iconic locations recognizable. We want to make sure that we're preserving that core DNA, but we also want to make sure that we're finding new ways to introduce new challenge, new surprise, new delight for our players. And so therefore, if you're a new fan who's never played before, you come in and you just see a really cool game experience. But if you're a fan who's played before, like yourself, we want you to come in and actually have that first play experience all over again.
Come on, how do you feel now, player?
On the top of that, like basically what we've got from the original one are a bunch of memories.
Yeah.
So we want to recreate those memories for the new players and just bring more people in and create those new unbelievable stories for them as well.
That sounds so good. Can we dig like a tiny bit deeper into your
Sapo, you ain't
answers
missed
as well?
shit.
Sure.
How important, or maybe even how challenging was it to strike that balance between nostalgia as well as new exciting experiences for new players?
It's a delicate balance, and I like to say it's a combination of an exciting opportunity to get a chance to get under the hood and really kind of see what we can do, but it's also
what's going on, homie?
Responsibility, because we know that there are people that have so many strong memories. Like Lara's
Michelle, what's
so
going on,
part
Playgirl?
of people's personas in a lot of ways that we want to make sure that we're really making sure that those fans
She's
are
in
seen,
Rome.
but at the
Enjoy
same time we're also
yourself,
giving
Michelle.
them a chance to
Hope
actually
you're having a
experience
great
something
time
new
over
with the
there.
character. And so we take it
I'll
very
wait and see
seriously,
until the next show.
and everything we
But
change,
come on, we never know, bro.
modify,
You
we
never
do
know.
because we feel like it's
But so
basically
far,
what
so
the
good.
original developers of the game probably were getting at, but they were just constrained by the tools of their time.
That's beautiful. Have you found the same experience, Arek, as well? The design looks incredible.
Yeah, I mean, what we wanted to do, for example, with art, we wanted to bring back the same color palette. So like when you squeeze your eyes, you can see the the original game, and just bring this subconscious idea throughout the game. But also we want to keep the key elements from the original one. So we're trying to be, like Jeff said, being super respectful to the OG, but then bring our own flavor to it as well.
Okay. I can't wait to spin my eyes then and look at the game. That's so smart. I never thought about that before. Well, can we take a wee look and see what it's all about then? What you guys have been up to?
We will allow it.
Thank you. And here she is.
Lara Croft.
Oh, such swagger she's got.
Yeah, you see that familiar silhouette come into the light, and you just instantly get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up.
I mean, speaking about hairs on your neck, this looks absolutely incredible. Arek, talk to us about
Duke Togo, apparently
well
I think the oldie game is right.
The whole team.
Yes,
But it's not going to be shown
what
here.
we're trying to do is being authentic to the place that we are bringing people in, because basically Lara Croft is archaeologist, so the places she discovers and she explores, they
She
need
got
to
some
be
bones.
real. So
She
in
got
this
the
example,
bones.
we dive deep into
They made sure
Inca's
to put the
culture
ass physics
and
in there, look at that
architecture
shit.
in Peru, and also the plants and everything, with the idea of bringing
Want
back
some
the
cake?
original feeling. So
broker,
we've done what
get
we
some
could
cake.
with we've been authentic to the Peruvian culture, but also we bring, it's a game, so we want to make it fun and beautiful.
Yeah, it's really, when we dove into it, we're like, okay, the cog puzzle is such an iconic part of that game. I'm going to say iconic a lot because we are dealing with an icon.
Yeah.
So, but let's say they're memorable water cooler moments that people remember so well. But in a modern gaming sense, like we have an ability to create a higher believability sense of immersion. And so when we really kind of step back and we look at it for what it is and how we try to make the gameplay feel naturally seated and believable in the world, but just slightly out of place, like why does this exist? It sparks a feeling of curiosity. And curiosity combined with exploration is like what Tomb Raider is at a core. And so we get it on screen and we hopefully make people happy with it.
Yeah, but also when you look at the cock puzzle, we wanted to make a sense why it's there. So we created a whole narration around it. Like we created this culture that has this ceremony of bringing the cocks together to open the gate to Tomb of Qualopec. So it was really fun to just build the whole structures and logic and the whole system, why it would be there and how it worked.
I love that.
Like here's a perfect example of curiosity on display. Like Lara gets a beautiful pencil dive into the water after dislodging the roots. But
the reboot trilogy was fire, bro.
But along the way, she's like, wait a minute, I see something out of the corner of my eye. The player drives in and they come into this new space. You may have never missed this unless you took, or you may never seen it if you had not taken a chance to actually just look around for a beat.
I mean, speaking about looking around, is there maybe particular details that you guys are really proud of or that you want players to really notice in the environment of the game?
From an environment perspective, for me, was the most important. I want people to immerse in a game, and I don't want to break this immersion, so I wanted to build everything with the logic. So everything, all the mechanisms, all the puzzles, they need to be there for a reason. And me and our team, like, we really worked really hard to make sure that every single puzzle, every single obstacle that Lara meets, it makes sense. So, like, when you dive deep into the environment, into the world that we are playing, it's there because someone built it, not because the game requires it to.
And we don't want the environment to feel like it's a heritage site. I mean, we're in the wild. This is a lost city, lost to time that we are discovering. And as a result, we have the opportunity to kind of do some storytelling tricks where we can actually say, hey, this is a culture that evolved in isolation for a while. So how do you preserve what we know about Incan culture, but at the same time, give it a uniqueness to say, hey, it's unmistakably Tomb Raider, but it's that way because they just evolved in isolation for a while. And when you play the game, you're going to find out why.
Yeah.
Sick. And then you can have a lot of fun with the overgrown aesthetic as well as obviously some of the dirt that Lara's picked up
the
as she's
actor just passed
traversing
away.
these environments. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of just making sure that the environment feels like you are the person who discovered the first in a very, very long time, because that's what she does, and we want to make sure that that's how it feels as well.
Yeah, and Lara's she's not a delicate flower. She looks good, but she is going to get her hands dirty. She's going to dig in.
Heck yeah.
She's going to go anywhere, and she's going to follow her instincts, similar to how she's doing here. She's like, I need that cog to get that puzzle moving. I found one, but that has opened up the path to somewhere else. So curiosity is driving her. You're going to be along, helping her find that way, and we get into beautiful traversal that makes sure that Lara's physical attributes, her abilities, her athleticism is on full display in these moments.
She's at her peak, right?
She's at her peak.
Yep.
Love that. Now, the puzzles, like you mentioned, they are such an iconic part of Tomb Raider for me as well. There's so many that I remember from Greece, Egypt, all of the levels. Can you go a little bit deeper about how you've evolved them for Legacy of Atlantis?
Similar to when we talked about reimagining, it's about saying, hey, this puzzle as it existed, what was the original intent here? And if that intent is something that we are like, hey, that's a really strong guiding principle, how do we take that and make it the ultimate version
look how
of
far
what it
she
intends
jumped
to
there,
be?
mate.
Sometimes that means sticking very close to the formula. Sometimes it means deviating into another area. But
Hell
we
of a
do
jump
so
that
in a way
was.
that's very thoughtful and very precise, because we never want to make it feel like we're ignoring the history of this adventure that we're reimagining. We want it to feel like it's the re-debut of this game. And so adding new details like giving her gear items that allow her to extract more lore from the world, preserving some of those classic abilities like push-pull, traversal being fluid and dynamic. We'll get into combat a little bit later, but these are all just Tomb Raider things at the core.
Amazing.
Yeah, but just going back to the scanner thing, like you can use a scanner if you are a fan and just want to, like Jeff said, dig deep into the lore. You can scan things and find out more, but you can also use the scanner as a clue to the puzzles. It gives you clues if you want to. If you don't want to, you can just play it your way.
Yeah. And that's us trying to be sensitive to the players, because there are those that want to have this full breadth of systems, but we also have our hardcore players that are like, I want 2 pistols and no help.
Yeah.
And we're accommodating them as well.
Yeah, I love that. Giving players way more choice and following their lead as well. That's so cool. It sounds like you guys have done a lot of research as well and really respected a lot of the environments that you're talking about
What time
in
are you
real
on
life,
now, bro?
as well as creating a more fantasy realm for Lara to explore. That sounds sick.
I mean, the research is a massive part of what we've been doing, because the cultures that we've been working on recently is you know, Incans, ancient Greece, Egypt, and we want to be respectful to those cultures and to the history that they had, and also for the players to feel like they are actually archaeologists, not just playing the game. So that's why we've done so much research.
And when we decided to partner with the Hogs on this game, you know, co-develop it together, we knew that they were also fans of the game. I think Maddie is actually one of the designers on the
Matty,
yeah. So like we've got a designer on the team who literally used to make Tomb Raider levels for fun.
Yeah.
And he's
No way!
really well known in the community. So these are real fans that are making the game.
Wow.
But at
Nice.
the same time, we're also, you know, we have a luxury of very talented developers who ask the right questions, who push in the right places to make sure we get really cool
I love
stuff
a
that's
jump
fun to
again.
play on screen. And watching this whole process unfold over the last few years has just been a treat as a developer.
I bet. That's so special. That's so cool. What we're seeing here is Lara movement in full action there. She's got a lot of swagger. Like I said, she's got steez looking. Can you talk to me a little bit about some of the innovations that Lara's movement can be experienced in Legacy of Atlantis, and how it'll feel for players to play as her?
What we hope is, we hope it feels familiar. We hope that you can pick up the sticks and you're like, wow, this is like putting on an old pair of shoes that are super comfortable. But at the same time, we've given her a couple of more tricks that she can use
All the way
to
to the
help
top for
navigate
that-
the
for the
world,
cog.
such as her grapple cuff that can give her some unique abilities to interact with objects, to use it to navigate. Those little touches are additive and are meant to enhance the experience while still preserving that original intent.
Very cool.
But that cog puzzle, I mean, she basically knew she needed to find it. She used her instinct. She moved upwards through this beautiful little pocket city that was adjacent to this temple, discovered things about it
I
along
believe
the
this
way,
game will be a
got
solid
inside,
game,
found
though.
this beautiful water clock whose purpose is unknown.
Yeah.
She gets it,
Look at her
and
go.
look at this.
Old
There
school.
she is.
Old
That's
school.
Lara, baby. Oh my gosh.
Lara never comes in through the front door, and she never
Yes.
leaves without style.
Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, we've got this beautiful landscape around us. The environment art is stunning.
I know.
I mean,
Incredible.
I mean, we try to. When you play in this game, like we want you to explore and just enjoy exploring the environment, apart of doing everything else. Like if you just want to walk around and want to figure out what was actually happening in this place and
Yeah.
how what the people were doing there hundreds of years ago, you can do so. And just working on all those vistas, it's just so awesome. People, like our teams put so much heart and passion into building the vistas like this.
look at that. This is one of my favorite.
Cinema.
One of my
Cinema,
favorite
guys.
moments is the postcard shots where you're
Yeah.
alone in the wilderness. You can hear the birds chirping, the leaves rustling. There's no
It does
time
look
clock.
great.
We want people to slow down when they play the game. We want them to say, take it in, enjoy it. You don't have to speed run it, but if you're listening and you do,
Yeah.
let us know what your time is because we'll keep track.
Good.
But that's great. It's the type of audience that we have. You know, we have people that want to challenge themselves to move through the experience as fast as they can, and those that want to sightsee. And the game just is welcoming to all.
I'll be sightseeing for sure. I've got tears in my eyes. I'm not even joking. That is absolutely incredible. Wow. I wanted to go back a little bit and talk a little bit more about Lara's toolkit and how that's evolved here. So we have mentioned her grapple hook, we saw the scanner in action as well. How is that really going to affect the gameplay for players, and what other tools has she got up her sleeve?
Well, we've got like you said, the 2 items that we've already discussed.
Nice.
And as Arik mentioned, the scanner has some dual functionality. It can not only give you some hints that are optional if you don't want to engage with it, but it also gives you some world lore. But on top of that, we've got some things under the hood in our PDA that we can use to help give her some slightly different skill attributes if you want to equip her in a certain way to help meet challenges as you face them. We've got our crafting system because we want to make sure that, you know, finding med packs
In the middle of the jungle. It's cool.
A little bit old school, yeah.
In a tomb 10,000
Doom
years old.
Liffey,
has
I
nothing
think I've
to first aid
bookmarked
kit.
it, unless it's dropped a new one again.
No, so we were like,
But
how
is
do we
this-
make
is
this
it
still
this
feel like
good
Tomb Raider,
stuff?
but at the
Is that
same
what you're
time,
talking
like,
about?
not break immersion.
They're
And so
gonna
that's
do
where like
TPMS
crafting
as
is a
well
perfect
soon.
add-on addition to it. It lets her scavenge the world for resources, use her knowledge and her ability to craft something useful.
Let's see what
And on
treasures
top of that, she can use recipes to provide certain gameplay buffs that are going to help give her short-term
If you want to, you
advantages.
don't have to.
And
you can just play the old school way, dual pistol all the way through with healing items if you want.
If you want to put your heads down and power through it, you can do it, but these
Yeah.
things are available to you, and we think they're fun to engage with.
Amazing.
The Tomb of Qualipec waterfall gate is opened.
Done it.
Now here we're advancing to a little
Yes.
bit later in the game.
Yeah.
We're now just on the cusp of a very memorable first encounter. So folks, hold on. Here we go.
Oh, I remember this, I think.
But we got to do it with style.
Yes! I'm so worried you were going to include a song. That's so sick.
You know,
she's so cool.
Early stages of the project, we were like, hey, you know, if we're really going to
Yeah,
do
the
this, we
digital
want to
tactical ones. Yeah,
represent
we'll
Lara
talk
in a
about
way
that
that she's
TPMS in a
fully
bit, now it's
recognizable.
time.
And part of that is the acrobatics. Lara without the acrobatics is still cool Lara, but not classic Lara. And here, they're on full display, but what I hope people appreciate is that there's more grounding, more believability to it in how she moves. She's still having fun, but
It's synonymous to her, but yeah, like you mentioned, the more grounded when she was kicking the cog puzzle, that looked sick. It was so cool.
Yep.
But yeah.
those little interactive moments add a sense of cinematic spectacle time to time, which is nice. It allows the game to still feel like a summer blockbuster.
Yeah. And speaking of,
There we go.
hello, who are these guys? Hello. The Raptor design looks really cool, Arik, as well.
Brilliant, thank you.
I love the addition of the feathers.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to keep the red color, you know, which you remember from the original one. But obviously, our knowledge about the dinosaurs evolved so much since 1996. So we wanted, like with everything in this game, we want to add on the top of what's been done already. So we kept the color. We add our own silhouette designs, and we added the feathers to make it unique for the Legacy of Atlantis.
Nice.
And their combat has been like dramatically overhauled. They're no longer just charging at you and just taking bullets. They're thinking, they're evading. You have the ability to use the health reticle when in aim down sight to be able to kind of assess where they're at so you can target your shots. And with Lara's combat, love seeing the axe make a little appearance. Utility gear for the win. But when she's actually in combat, she's got a loop of, you know, assessing the situation, responding, and then moving to make sure she can then reassess. And that's, Lara's always in motion. Her combat is fluid, it's organic, but at the same time, it helps her kind of overcome challenges and get the upper hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, she basically
Nice
she needs to
movement,
keep
bro.
moving all the time. It's like a dance for them.
Yeah.
Sick.
And you can see a little blue dot on the bottom, which enables you to go into the focus mode, which slows down time, which is one of my favorite features in our game.
For sure.
Yeah, when that fills up, she can go into hyper focus, slow down time, and really pull off those precision shots.
It's cool,
But
bro.
if you're gonna
Bullet
do
time.
that, like, give her some style when she does it.
Absolutely.
Let those acrobatics shine.
Hello.
There's our girl.
That's the girl, yeah.
Yay! Oh my gosh, what was it like reimagining such an iconic boss fight here as well as the other ones in Atlantis? How was that?
From our perspective, it was just an honor to work on a T-Rex, but like we've worked for such a long time to just make sure it's perfect from our perspective, and we were trying to be respectful to the OG one. You know, the moment when she's coming out like throughout the corner and you see the T-Rex. We couldn't do exactly this, but we wanted to have the same emotions when people see her for the first time, and then just working on the design.
The game
It
is
was
gonna be
such a
cool,
blast.
but it's just gonna be a
And
cool,
when you see
cool
when you
game,
see her,
bro.
it's like she still has some of those classic DNAs. She's got that beautiful green with the yellow pockets under her eyes. But we've also got some added elements in the feathers that also provide a little bit more of a reason of, she's in a geothermal valley. I mean, she's going to have a little bit of plumage that feels like it matches
love the
that
jump, though.
environment. And it just gives her this really recognizable signature look.
I just love that we added those red feathers because there's so many versions of the T-Rex, you know, in all the medias, and those red
Look at the
feathering
guy with
on
the
the top of this
Pikachu
green and
hat.
yellow eyes.
POS.
for me, it's like beautiful.
And like chocolate and peanut butter, it's just great getting these two
Yeah,
back
it's
together
got the
again
OG type
and
of
seeing
look.
it like never presented before. So
T-Rexes love Lara. I
Oh.
love that as well. With the T-Rex and again other iconic bosses, what are you guys hoping that resonates with players, or what are you hoping that they experience from them coming across?
Yeah, no, no, we can take it or leave it. No, I'm kidding. We absolutely want people to be engaged. We want them to be pulled in. We want them to
have fun.
Yeah, we want them to feel like they're being put onto a cinematic thrill ride when we are ready to do that. But we also want them to feel like when we're not in that moment, they get to ramp down, explore, enjoy what we put out there for them to
yeah,
explore.
but it's also so much fun to, you know, recreate, like reimagine
I believe
these
this will
things
be a
with
really
the
good tool
technology
there.
that we have
Good,
now.
good job.
And we can build the lore on the top of it with so much more narration. It's just so much fun to work on it. And hopefully people will feel it when they play it.
Yeah, I cannot wait to play it as well. Guys, I'm really honored about speaking to you, seeing all of that footage. So thank you so much for joining us. Can we go check out the booth here at Gamescom as well? I want to
Let's
see
do
that
it.
big T-Rex. Okay, let's do it. Guys, thank you so much again. Check out Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis when it launches on Xbox Series X and S on February 12th, 2027.
Damn,
2 days before
Feb is
Lara's
gonna
birthday,
be
isn't it?
packed.
And it's Xbox Play Anywhere. Buy it once and play it across Xbox console and Windows PC. Pre-order now. Plus, if you
Talk
pre-order
that
the
shit.
deluxe or collector's
Talking about your
edition
own
like
store.
me, get ready to play a
That's the way I
full
like it.
48 hours early, starting February 10th. Now, guys, there is still a whole lot more coming up here on the Xbox at Gamescom broadcast, including Mega Man Dual Override, Forza Horizon 6, and I get to chat with Fable's game director Ralph Fulton and walk through the full demo that they're featuring right here in the Fable Theatre on the
Right,
show
guys.
floor.
I think I'm gonna close it out.
Wit, Power Stone, combat, and more.
And I'll be back for TTMS in the next 45 minutes.
Now then, if ridding an alien planet of its most menacing habitats with a rig full of
Yeah, guys, I'll be back in 45 minutes. Maybe by the time TTM at the end of that, we'll watch Fable then, bro. Yeah, I really appreciate it, bro. I'm not staying here I'm gonna rest for a bit. And we'll come back for TTMS, guys. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in 45 minutes, guys. And hopefully they'll show Fable. We'll watch it together then. So the guys, take care, be safe, and I'll see you in 45 minutes on TTMS. Peace!